No computer. Too fly.
How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah,
Hello,
happy birthday.
everyone.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Thank you.
Oh, it's your birthday?
It is indeed my birthday.
I have a couple of weeks to go.
No, not dire. Fire. Thank you.
Sounds frightening.
I'm just pulling up the compendium entries that I need, and they try to give me dire giants. I'm like, no, I don't need dire giants. Although I might make that just for the sake of making it.
You shut your dirty mouth.
All right. So last week you guys were fighting with a couple of NPCs trying to save the town from attacking a mob of goblins, orcs, and giants. I'm pretty sure you cleared out the goblins, correct?
It was orcs are all gone.
Orcs, orogs, and
Fire giants.
you killed most of the orcs. You still have the orogs. You still have the orcs' mounts, which seem to be half feral beasts.
We killed a couple of those as well, I think. Only like two of them.
And then you have the two fire giants who are untouched and currently wrecking shit and heading to the center of town.
Yeah.
Hooray! And it's Yeldar's turn.
He's an NPC, so.
One moment. I'm having trouble getting my roll 20 working. Should have pulled this up first. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I haven't seen everyone for a week, so, you know, get to say hi.
All right. So, I believe we get his cat's turn. Yes, because we stopped when he fell asleep.
Yep, sorry again. So, how many of those beasts are, and how far away are they?
There are 4 of these, like, weird bird ostrich looking. They kind of look like ostriches, but they have beaks that are sideways, and they appear to be slashing at people with them. Then you have some out of game are Orogs. I'm not sure if in character you know what they are. They look like big, nasty orcs. And then you have the 2 fire giants in the back laughing, having a grand old time just wrecking shit and heading your direction. They're probably about 40 feet away from the center of town. So, within range of all of you.
The fire giants are.
The fire giants, yes. All the Orogs are currently in range. The fire giants are on the outside of range, but you can easily shoot them or get to them if you wanted to. And then there's the 5 birds, 4 or 5. I think we'll say there's 4 birds anyway.
And how many of the Orak things? I can't say.
It's 2 of those as well, right?
2 of them.
Orogs
Right?
are, hold on. No, there are 5 of those.
5 of those. Well, that sucks. Okay.
Are the bird things grouped up together, or?
No, they're kind of, I mean, they're not, they're probably in about, let me take a look at the map. Let's see how wide this square is. Square is about, square is about 120 feet across. So they're kind of spread out like across there, and kind of not like quite a line, but kind of like kind of in a line. So they're about 30 feet apart all the way across. You guys are still kind of in the middle of town. So, like the tower there is in the. You guys still have the map up? I think I linked that to you last week.
Oh yeah, map. That's right.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I've got it.
So if you figure you guys started there in the center. Okay, I know some of you spread it out to the sides. I'll let you guys kind of determine where you think your characters are. The fire giants are kind of at the edge of T3. Okay, at the fence there, around T3. The Orogs are all in the square, kind of in the entrance coming from the northeast, or sorry, the northwest. And the birds are kind of running all around the tower, like chickens with their heads cut off, just enjoying ravaging.
And where are we?
You guys came out. You're in the square around T1. I think some of you said you were hiding around the corner of the houses, taking pot shots. Some of you were engaged in melee.
And who's still alive out of our companions?
All of your NPCs are still alive, although one of them I remember took a pretty nasty shot.
The dwarf dude, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
My NPC Gildren, the dwarf. He's at 13 out of 35 HP.
I'm not a healer, so I don't. That doesn't matter to me. He's hurt.
Yeah, just
you're nice. You're
not doing well.
I know. Who's the absolute closest to me?
As far as NPCs, or as far as monsters or
baddies?
Buddies?
Baddies. Bad guys.
Baddies. Oh, we'll say there are 2 Orogs and 2 of the birds that are within easy range of you.
Can I tell what type of weapons or armor the Orogs are wearing?
Yes. I'll give you a perception check.
All right.
Not terribly difficult, but just
5.
5? Okay. Their weapon is
a wooden spoon.
Where they're covered in plate, and they have an axe. It's a big axe to match their big size.
I don't believe you because I rolled a 5. But regardless,
I'm not gonna be like you misplaced a mace for an axe. Oh, it's an axe. It's a big axe.
And how far away are they? The closest one to me?
We'll say there's 2 of them, like in to your left or right. There's one about 15 feet away, so you're kind of in the middle of 2, and then there's a couple of birds within about 30 feet of you in different directions.
All right, so I am going to cast Heat Metal on one of them. Let me just pop that up. It's a DC 14 Constitution save.
All right. 1 second.
I broke a roll 20.
God damn it, Hunter! Don't break roll 20.
Oh wait, hold on a second. I apologize. Yeah, thanks, Ryle.
No problem.
I don't know why you popped that up.
I was going to do it too.
Well, pick a different spell, because that's my spell.
They're wearing full metal armor. That's awesome.
I cast it first. It's mine. No, it's such an awesome spell, right? There's no save for it, so that I don't know why. So I'm casting it on his armor, so that the Constitution save doesn't really matter unless he's actually going to try to take it off.
Yep. If you're casting heat metal on the armor, he is not going to save. Just roll the damage.
Or it's going to take him quite a while to take that plate mail off.
Yep.
He's going to die well before he takes it off.
The doff time for heavy armor is like at least a minute, if I remember correctly. So that's like 10 rounds.
7.
7? All right. Sorry.
Right. And then with my bonus action, I am going to give Bardic Inspiration to Verabra has it, Ryle.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and don't forget to move for your other guy too.
Oh, that's ridiculous. All right, I'm also going to move.
Also, remember, you are within 30 feet of 4 different creatures.
Yeah, I'm going to move 30 feet away from. I'm going to move as far away from all of them as I possibly can.
Okay.
If I can hide behind something, I will. And then I move for my NPC as well, right?
Okay. There's really nowhere to hide, although you can try and take cover behind like the tower if you wanted to.
I'm going to do that. I'll try to take cover. And I know that my person's, I forget her name. It's the innkeep, I believe. She has a morning star and a short bow. One is a D8 plus 3, and the other's a D6 plus 1. I assume the short bow is the D6 plus 1?
Yeah, short bow would be D6 plus 1. Plus 3 to hit for the short bow.
Alright.
And doesn't she get like 2 attacks if she attacks melee too?
Melee, she gets 2 attacks either way.
Okay.
And if she makes it against a giant, she gets an extra 2d6 damage.
Okay. She's... How far away are the giants, the fire giants?
Where do you have her at?
She's probably right next to me. She's really smitten.
Okay, and you're next to the tower?
Yeah. Should we not start attacking the giant?
So if you're next to the tower, you said she's going to attack the giants?
Yeah, she doesn't like that they're laughing in the background. This is not going to go well.
Okay. The giants are still kind of far away from the tower. She's going to be about 150, 200 feet away from them.
I don't know what the range is on a short bow. Okay, never mind. She's going to shoot the same guy that I cast heat metal on. So,
the D20
7 does not hit, I assume.
7 does not hit plate mail, no.
All right, she'll shoot again, and a 6 does not hit, I assume.
Even worse.
That's good. Shake out all those bad rolls early.
I should have given her inspiration, even though it probably wouldn't have helped.
All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and do. We'll just start the order over again here. We're going to go Pat. Who's got the next highest dex after the bard? Probably Verabra.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably me.
So Arafel, Verabra, Caldrus Ryle, who has the higher dex?
0.
Ryle?
Ryle.
Tyler? Muted.
Just put him first.
Okay. So Verabra, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So Verabrar is the one that was sneaking in and out of the buildings around the tower.
Right. So are you straight west of the tower or are you southwest of the tower?
In my mind, I was around T5, like using that building as cover.
Okay.
And kind of moving between the weird crooks and walls around that building.
Yep.
But I also have like really nice range. Thanks, longbow. So I'm going to keep using the longbow.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
And I am going to attack. Arlene, is there anything that's particularly near me or like might be threatening?
Nothing's in melee of you. Well, there might be. We'll say there's one of the hawks, within somewhat close range of you. But otherwise, everything is between 50 and 200 feet away. The giants are the first wave from you. They're a little over 200 feet. Everybody else is within regular range of a longbow.
Okay. In that case, I will try to knock down one of the birds.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Actually, I forgot to pull their character sheet. Give me 1 second to check their AC. Remember, they're not terribly strong.
Oh wait, hold on. Do I need to use Bardic Inspiration before or after you tell me if I fail?
Somebody look that up real quick and tell me what the rolls on that. I think it's after you roll it, but before I tell you if it hits or not. I think it's how
Okay.
to roll.
I think I'm going to leave a 14 on the bird then, and see if it'll hit.
1 minute.
I want to save the inspiration for a more threatening enemy.
Uh, 14 will hit, yes.
Okay, then it will hit for 15 damage.
All right, that will kill that bird.
All right, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide back away again, and I rolled a 23 on stealth.
Okay, you're hidden.
Okay, now on to the mage dude. He's like in the square, and he had just gotten attacked by an orc, which is obviously now dead since they're all dead. So I think everything is clear of him now.
Yeah, we'll say nobody's in melee of him, but he's got people within about 15. He's got one of the Orogs and a couple of birds in about 15 feet of him.
And then 50. Okay.
Within 15 or 20 feet. So he's in danger, but he could get out of immediate melee danger.
Okay, I would like to go roughly 30 feet from the first closest Orog.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
at him. Although I don't know what my spell modifiers are. I just know what spells I have. Oh, it's +5. Never mind.
Okay.
I do have that written down. Okay, 15.
Okay. 15 will not hit the Orog.
Okay. So he'll just take whatever cover he can behind what looks to be a stone wall on the map.
Where's he heading towards? Towards the wall around
Well,
T6?
he was in the square around T1, so he's just going to tuck behind that closest stone wall, where around that seems to be around T2. Is that a stone wall?
Okay. So he's going to head north around into the field of T2, but try and get behind the wall for some cover.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll give him a little +2 to AC against melee attacks, against range attacks rather. Okay. So yeah, that works. Who's next? Next is going to be
it's Ryle.
Yep, Ryle.
Okay. I was up there with Caldris and the a couple of the NPCs. What are around us now? I think is it the Axe Beaks or the or not the Axe Beaks, whatever the mounts were, and the Orogs.
Yeah. So where are you located exactly? Not exactly, in general.
I was up there with Caldris, but I am not exactly sure where we were at. I know it was in the T1, T3 area, somewhere around there.
T1, T3 area. Okay. So over there, a couple of the Axe Beaks are. You've probably got one Axe Beak over there, and you've got 2 of the Orogs over there. We'll say they're within immediately. Also, the Fire Giants are closest to you if you're between T1 and T3. They're still about 50 feet in front of you, but they're right in front of you.
Okay, Caldris,
they're big and fiery and scary looking.
Caldris, that's where you were at, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Which is one of these 2 Orogs the one that AFL attacked?
Yes, we'll say one of them is.
Okay. I am going to use heat metal on the other one because I'm going to copy Araphil. And let's see. Sorry, I have to swap this thing over. All right. I used it on the second one. I'm going to use it on his plate mail too. It does 8 damage.
You doing also
And-
heat metal?
Yes.
I don't
And-
think you use it on the same one. Spell effects.
I was going to do it on the other one.
on the other one. Okay, so 8 damage.
Yep. And let's see, the dwarf. Does he have any dex at all?
The dwarf.
Yes.
The NPC.
Yes, the
Yes.
NPC.
I'm pulling it up. You have Geldrin.
Yes,
Yep.
Geldrin.
Okay. His dex is -2.
Take that as a no. He doesn't have any javelins or anything, does he?
He does not. He has his battle axe, with which he uses a two-handed. It's D10 plus 4, and he gets an extra 2d6 against giants. And you remember him saying that he hated giants.
Yeah. The giants are far away, and he is looking kind of beat up. But I'm going to start running towards the 2 Orogs. Hopefully, Scylla will go after me instead of Araphil. And Geldrin is going to walk with me. Stay a little
Okay,
ways
he
behind me.
can get a melee with the Orogs if you want.
I wanted to stay behind me. Would I be able to get into melee with the Orogs?
He can stay behind you and stay out of melee, because if you run towards the Orogs, you'll be in melee if you want to be. They're only about 20. They're each about 20 feet away from you, so you can be in melee with one of them, and the other one will be about 10 or 15 feet away. Yeah,
Okay.
right.
I'll go up to the other one, or the one that's closest to me, and I'll beat my shield, try to get its attention. And Geldrin is going to run up to it, and he's going to do 2 attacks.
Okay.
Let's see, 2d20. He rolled too low. He missed both attacks.
Okay.
And that's that's both of our turns.
Excellent. So Caldris.
I'm going to move Caldris towards the same individual that Ryle was just attacking.
Okay.
And I'm going to do longsword things against that individual. I don't remember if I had finished pulling my shield out last session, but I'm going to do that
Well,
now.
we'll say you have whatever equipment about.
Well, I had specifically had to swap from crossbow to sword and shield, so I got the sword out one turn so that I didn't have to waste a turn. So shields up, longsword online, here we go. 17 to hit, 13 damage.
Max damage hit.
All right. Against one of the Orogs.
Yes,
Same one you said that was
the same
at,
one that Ryle was
Ryle.
just mucking with.
So minus another 17.
And if he is still survived, my lady friend will be attacking him shortly.
Let me just check their hit point. I believe they still the. Yes, he is still alive. He's pretty beat up, but he's still alive.
Is it going to ruin your plans if your heat metal plans if I come over there and wail on him?
No, go ahead. I was just reading the spell again.
Okay, making sure. Doratha is going to approach the same individual and swing once with her greatsword, which is an 11 to hit.
No, I'm not hitting.
She's going to swing twice, 19 to hit, 8 damage.
Okay, that will hit. He is pretty beat up, but he is still holding on.
I end my turn.
All right, and then we'll go around to the Orogs. And with all the monsters, really. Just check.
I'm gonna have to read this heat metal spell. All the cool kids are doing it.
The giants. Everybody give me perception checks real quick.
15 Geldris.
23 Rao.
Anybody else?
20 Verabrar, 8 Arafel.
All right. Verabrar? Okay. Well, the three of you who rolled, the fire giants enter into the field around T3.
I was
They don't. You were. And they seem to start digging in the ground with their great swords. They take their turns doing that. The Orogs, the one who is surrounded. Let's see. There are 4 people around there. You two are 1, 2, and your NPCs are 3, 4. All right, so I'm gonna go for Caldris.
Hooray.
Actually, he gets 2 attacks, I believe. Yes.
Also, I don't think we said it out loud, but he has disadvantage.
Okay.
I think we just typed it.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. It. Heat metal apparently it gives disadvantage if you can't drop the thing.
Very good. So you'll get the second one. So 1 against Caldris, 1 against Caldris' NPC. Rafa. That's a crit fail, so that'll be a miss on that one. Second one, that would be a hit. What's Rafa's AC, Caldris?
14.
14? Okay, that's a miss. So he's screaming in agony as his armor burns his flesh. He is unable to make any good contact. The other one will charge over, and we'll say that he swings at. He's also got his. This is the other one with heat metal on. He will swing at Arafel. I'm sorry, at Ryle and Ryle's companion. Also again with disadvantage. That'll be a miss.
Okay.
Ryle, what's your AC?
19. Yeah, 19.
Okay. That'll be a crit on the NPC if it's. What's the dwarf's AC?
14.
13. That'll be a hit against the dwarf. The dwarf takes 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. There are 3 more Orogs. So, Orog. One of them's going to run towards the NPC behind the fence in T2. I forget whose NPC I think is the wizard. He's going to get 2 attacks in over there. One of them will hit. Wizard takes 8 damage.
Okay.
One of them will come down and get up in Arafel's face.
Well, I was trying to block him off from you.
How far is he running?
Oh, wait, hold on. Does a +2 to AC block that? Because if so, I'm going to use its only reaction ability.
I forgot what I rolled, so sure. We'll say it does.
Okay. Good.
I will
'cause
reward
eight
you for
taps
remembering
up.
the NPC abilities. The other one is going to go searching for Verabrar. Verabrar, what is your? You roll like a 20-something, right?
Yeah, I think it was a 23.
Okay. So you see one coming into the yard. He's looking around. You're kind of hidden. You kind of like hopped in a broken window. So you see him kind of searching around the yard for him, but you're hiding somewhere just out of view, and he doesn't see you. Arafel,
Yep.
miss. What's your AC?
I'm like 100 yards away from him, but 13.
13. Okay. Well, you're hiding behind T1, right?
Sure.
But
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
No, because that was what we said last. I said I just wanted to move as far away from everybody as possible, but then
Oh no, you're
you
right.
said
You're right.
but then you said the only thing that I could hide behind was T1, so I kind of took cover behind T1. So
Okay. Well, if you're hiding behind T1, you're going to be within range. If you move as far back as you can be out of range of them. You're just going to kind of be off the top south. You're going to be kind of like down the road a little bit, but you'll be out of range.
maybe next time I'll have to run away or fly away.
Run away, run away.
It's too late. I'm by T1.
No, because if I misinterpreted what you're talking about, that's fine. I can put you out of the range. It's confusing.
No, it's we said I was hiding behind T1. You were right. Sorry, I just didn't. I forgot because I said both that I wanted to run away and hide. So
Okay. One's a miss. Others a miss. I'm rolling hot tonight, gentlemen. Hawkbeaks are going to start. Let's see. One of them is going to run up and try and swing at. It sees the Orogs getting in fun. It's going to take a swing at Ryle. Not going to hit. You see some archers, some of the town guardsmen, come running up, and they start taking pot shots from a distance. The wounded Hawkbeak goes down. That's another Hawkbeak down. And the other two Hawkbeaks start running towards them. They're able to get close to him, but they can't quite reach this turn. They're about 100 feet away, down to the south. And we are back to Arafel.
the one that's in close combat with me that just attacked me, is that the one that that I had used heat metal on? Or is it a
No,
different
those two,
one?
those two are on the other side of the tower, in melee with Ryle, Caldris, and their two NPCs.
All right. Let me just check out the. And how far away are they?
I mean, they're on the other side of the building, but they're probably only about. You can get there if you wanted to. You have to run around the building, but you can
I can't see them then, right?
Not currently, no.
Other than the one that's right in front of me, can I see any other enemies?
Yes, there's. You can see a couple of the birds heading down the south road towards the archers, the NPC archers, and you see one of the Orogs entered in the yard around T5, looking for Verabrar.
Let me just pull. All right. So we're at T1, T5, and he'd be more than 30 feet away from me, right? The one that's looking for Verabrar.
No, that's pretty close. That's about 20 feet away from you.
And what about the birds? Are any of them within 30 feet?
We'll say, like I said, we'll say that two of the surviving ones are within 30 feet of him. A little bit more to the left, like I said, starting to head down that road. Actually, yeah, we'll say 30 to 40 feet away.
So one of the birds, I'm going to use Bane on the person, the Orag right in front of me, the one searching for Verabrar, and one of the birds. So they have to make charisma saving throws.
Nope. All right, one of the birds made it. Otherwise, they all have Bane cast on them.
Well, not the birds, just, I mean, the Orag in front of me, the Orag looking for Verabrar, and then one of the birds, right? I just want to make sure.
Oh, it's those three creatures. Okay, so all three of them failed. I thought you were casting off.
With that, I am. Let me just see this spell, because I don't know if I can use the heat metal, even though I can't. I don't know which one I had used it on before, because Ryle had used it on one and I had used it on another. I don't know which one I had used it on.
it
Right.
was the one.
You don't see the one you used it on previously, but it's still going. I don't think Bane is concentration.
Bane is concentration.
No, Bane is concentration, but that I could still use heat metal. Oh, heat metal is concentration. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Take your bonus
doesn't matter.
action first, then cast Bane.
You can do that.
But I can't see him. I think I'm going to need to see him.
I don't think so. Once
No.
it's cast, you don't have to.
Once it's cast, you don't need to see him.
All right,
You
so
have to see it cast.
then let me roll it then. If I could find it. A whopping 3 damage to that guy.
Okay. A 2d8. That's impressive.
And then I am going to I'm going to run away from this guy and I know he's going to get an attack of opportunity. I'm going to put myself I'm going to put Urgala between him and myself. I'm going to run behind Urgala, taking his attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Hide behind freaking NPCs.
Yep.
Are you casting Bane first? You cast Bane first on that?
Yeah, I'm casting Bane, and then I'm running away. It's
Then
silly,
run
but yeah, because I have concentration. But whatever, he's baned.
All right. Opportunity. Nope. You roll a 4. Didn't even roll Bane. Okay. So yes, you are able to get away from him. Where is your NPC again? I forget.
I imagine that she was. Where did we come out of?
You came out of T1. You came out the north side of T1.
So then I'm running into T1 because she's still standing. I never moved her anywhere. She's still standing at the entrance.
Okay, excellent. So you can run in the south entrance there of T1. That's no problem. You're inside. So Urgala's on the north side of T1. You said.
Yeah, and then she's gonna run up on him, on the. I'm never gonna pronounce their name right. What type of creature is this again?
On the Orog, on the one to the south.
Orog. Yes.
Okay. You're running in the back, and she's running up the front, running around to hit them. That's absolutely great. Yeah, go ahead. Dude, all I hear is Yakety Stack.
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill music, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's D8 plus 3. What is it to hit? No, it's
First to hit.
for the Morning Star. It would be
Hold on, looking up.
I know it's a D8, but I don't know what the 2 hit is. It's maybe different.
Plus 5.
Plus 5. All right.
2 attacks.
First one is a 21. Second one is a 9.
21 will hit.
Eight damage.
All right. All right. Verabride, what is your thing? You just saw the bard run screaming into the back end of the tower, and then you saw a woman charge up behind the creature and smack it upside the face with a morning star.
Okay.
It looks like your innkeeper.
I am going to. Do I notice that the Orog is searching for me?
Oh yeah, he's not subtle. He's
Okay,
like knocking
I'm
barrels.
going to shoot him in the face.
Okay. You're hidden, so you have advantage.
I rolled a 23,
Right, that'll hit, and you can sneak attack.
so it's 16 damage.
All right. Very good. He now knows where you are.
Then I'm going to run and take my bonus action to hide again.
Okay, where are you running to?
So hold on. I need to look at this map and
And
make sure.
how do you hide? Because at this point, like you're within about 15 feet of him. He knows exactly where you are at this moment. So he's going to follow.
I'm going to leap through a window of the house and pop out the other side. And
Okay.
tuck around the corner.
All right. First off, give me an acrobatics check for jumping through the window.
24.
Okay, yeah. Crash right through the window. And you can get out the other side, and you're gonna hiding you mean like in the crease of the house there?
Yeah.
A little angle in the back. Okay. And your NPC?
And then my NPC, he just got attacked, right? Last turn. And
Yes, he got attacked, but he's in melee, but he did not get hit.
Okay. Is there anybody else around him, or is that the only enemy near him?
That's the only enemy near him. He can see the two over fighting Ryle and Caldris next to between T1 and T3, but they're not anywhere close to him.
Okay. In that case, he is going to try to cast Witch Bolt on this guy so that he does not die.
Okay, that'll be disadvantage.
Oh, you're right, because of that. Damn it. In that case, he's not going to do that. He is instead going to cast the other spell he has, which is Thunderwave.
Very good. That's a con save, right?
Yes, it's a Constitution save, and I have no idea what his save DC is.
It's something really high.
Unlikely. What's the name of your character again?
Orthovir?
Orthovir. All right. His spell DC is a 13.
Okay. 13 con save on Orc.
13.
That's always good.
8 plus. What's a Korog's con modifier? They don't get an extra plus. It's just their regular con, which is a +3. So he fails that. He gets knocked ass over tea kettle. Give me
He will
damage.
take 15 damage and get
Jesus.
knocked back. Yeah, I rolled really well on that one. They get knocked back,
Alright.
what, 10 feet, right?
Yeah, something like that. So he gets
Yeah,
knocked
so-
back.
And then once he's out of melee range, the wizard is going to run away. Max. Max distance.
All right. So the wizard runs across the field. He can basically get to the other side of T2.
Yeah, that's ideal. He's going to do that.
Yeah. And he's completely
Crouch behind the wall.
he's pretty much out of any kind of real danger. And that was Veribar. So Ryle, you've got 2 Orogs in front of you. One is looking really beat up. The other one, his armor's glowing red, but he seems to be gritting his teeth against it.
Okay. I'm going to take Geldrin's his action first.
Okay.
And I'm going to have him attack the Orog in front of us. So he's it's a 1d20 plus
There's a
4.
there's a lot of information going on. I'll just tell you, if you use your action for the heat metal first, you may kill that thing without having to attack it.
Okay. Well, that's probably best. I was gonna try and kill this thing and then have him leave. We'll go with that. All right. So I rolled an 8 on heat metal.
8 is actually enough. That's just
Oh.
the exact amount you needed.
Cool.
You,
All
hit,
right,
you
so
guys
he's
hit
gonna go down.
34 damage. He had 42 available hit points. So
All right. Then in that case, I'm going to burn the Orog. He's going to fall, and I'm just going to step over his body and go towards the other one.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Booming Blade on him.
Okay.
And what is your Bardic Inspiration? Raphael? Is it a D8 or a D6?
D6.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna use
No, D8. Actually, I think at this point, I don't know. What does it matter if it's the 2? Does it help?
Yeah, not really.
Or an 8? Yeah.
Not really. All
I don't
right,
know.
so I'm gonna go up in melee. I'm gonna swing my my warhammer at the other Warog, and I'm going to miss badly.
okay.
Then Geldrin's gonna go up to it and try and kill this guy fast. And he's gonna swing his warhammer twice, and he rolled a 12 and a 19.
19 will hit. Your Bardic Inspiration is still a D6, by the way, until your 5th.
Yep.
Did either of those hit? 12 or a 19?
19 hit.
Okay. So he does 6 damage. Wow.
All right. Very good.
And that's both of my turns.
Alrighty. Galdris. One of the Orogs facing you went down. The other one who charged over is still up. You've also got the giants over in T3. You could get there if you dash to them, but you wouldn't be able to do anything beyond that. Or you can get within about 10 feet of them into the enclosure.
I am going to deal with the Orog nearby first.
All right.
So Caldrus is going to longsword that guy. 23 for 10 damage.
That'll definitely hit.
And if he is still up, my lady friend will join me and swing once. And miss. And twice, 24 for 9 damage.
All right. He is still up, but he's looking pretty bad.
Her and I are separated. Like we're not standing side by side fighting this guy. We want some distance between us.
Okay. I mean, you're all within 5 feet. So this guy's basically surrounded by people. As you all just kind of jab at him, he turns around snarling. You've also got the second one who you just saw get. Does Thunderwave knock him prone if they fail to save, Matt, or is it just knock him away?
On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. So no.
But not knocked prone. Okay. So he's pushed 10 feet away from the wizard, but he's in range of you guys. So he snarls at the wizard. I don't think we'll say the wizard does not speak Orcish, so he does not realize what he says. Do any of you speak Orcish?
I do not.
No. Caldrus is no.
No.
So none of you understand what he says. The wounded one is going to swing at Ryle and Ryle's NPC with disadvantage because of heat metal.
My goodness.
That's not going to hit because of disadvantage. That will hit the NPC for disadvantage. Even with... Ooh, that's,
All right.
That's 15 damage.
Yeah, he's down.
Okay. I will give these guys death saves for you.
Thank you.
Should have healed him.
I was waiting on him to go down.
All right. Let's see here. Who's up now? Oh yes, other orc, Calty orc. We'll go after the other two, I guess. So one for Caldrus, one for Caldrus's NPC. This guy does not have disadvantage. Caldrus, what is your what's your AC?
19 for Caldrus.
Okay. Does not hit them. Caldrus's NPC. We'll hit Caldrus's NPC. It will hit also for 15 damage.
Okay.
Ratha.
She has 26 hit points left.
All right. Who speaks giant among the group?
Verabrar does.
Caldrus speaks giant.
Okay. Verabrar, you're way too far away to hear this. Caldrus, you hear one of the giants go, kind of sigh and say, you have to do everything yourself these days. As it picks up its massive sword and starts heading your guys' direction. I don't believe it has any extra movement besides 30, right? We're going to say you're 50 feet away from it.
Yeah. Nope, just 30. Yeah, you know.
I'm going to make sure. Not going to leave the chance. Nope, 30 feet. Seems strange to me it only gets 30 feet. You would expect it to get, a bit more than that. So it's going to move up. It's going to take some of the, a big chunk of rock they've dug out. They had dug out of the dirt, and it's going to chuck it at one of you. There are 4 of you right there. There's also the wizard, but the wizard's a bit farther away. He's not going to worry about the wizard. So that's going to be Caldrus. Ooh, that's going to be a hit. Don't bother. Giant rock. $4d10 plus 7.
Oh, crap.
I only have 19 hit points.
Well, you're probably going to be down.
Oh shit.
5, 13, not only 15. Nope, that'll do it. That's 24 total damage.
I will place myself at 0 and assume the position on the ground.
Okay. You guys hear a rumbling coming from the field, and you look over. A giant is striding towards you, and just overhand blood flings of stone the size of Caldrus's head at Caldrus's head, and it makes a good impact. All right. Ornogs went. Hawkbeaks are going to go engage with the townfolk, with the guards who are coming up. There's a little bit of a scrap going on over there. The Orog that was searching for Caldrus is going to go pounding into the home. He's just going to kick down the door and start.
You mean the Veribar, right?
Veribar, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
So he's just going to kick in the door and start wrecking shit. That's a wagon stop, by the way. So you just hear the crash of, expensive wagon parts. And he barrels around, but he cannot find you because you're ducked behind a window on the outside. All right, and back to the top. Arafel, you've got 2 down companions. You have a almost dead Orog and a moderately injured Orog in front of you. I forgot an Orog. I forgot the one that was attacking Arafel's companion.
I was just typing into the chat at Roll20, and I was saying that. I was just going to say I don't think he went.
Yeah. All right. One of those attacks will hit the.
Hold on. Nope. I need to. What did he roll?
It was a 16 plus 6, I think. It's like 22.
Was the Orog? The giant.
The Orog.
Man.
Yeah. Well,
that's gonna.
It's either plus 5 or plus 6. So it's 21 or 22.
All right. What's the damage?
Second attack bonus. Plus 6. Yeah, 22. Damage on that woman is not bad. It's a 7.
All right.
Is that guy baned though?
Yeah, it's not gonna matter though.
I just didn't know if you had like an AC boosting ability of some sort.
Well, it's not hitting me because he's engaged unless he's taking an attack of opportunity to get past Urgala.
No, he's worried about the person who ran behind him attacking. Right. He feels weak. Like the thrust looked like a killing thrust, but the Bane did work to slow down enough to only do minor damage. That's the excuse I'm using for rolling under 5 on every fucking D12 roll I'm making with these things. So I think that's the last one. Yes, that's the last one. So yes, back to Arafel.
Can I have her go first, or do I have to go first?
No, you can go first. You have her go first.
All right. She's gonna swing take both of her attacks with the Morningstar. 10, I assume, is gonna miss.
That'll miss.
And a 20 will, I assume, hit.
Yep.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Still up.
In that case, I will. I'm just going to shoot at him with my crossbow.
Okay.
$12, I assume, misses.
12 misses.
All right.
All right.
And where is Caldrus?
The ground.
Caldrus?
Yeah, I know, but where?
He's around. Yeah, if you got to go, like, you're on the south door there. You have to go around the corner and look to your right. You'll see him laying on the ground.
But I wouldn't know it. It's being inside the tower.
Give me a perception check. Caldrus, you're wearing armor, right?
I mean, I was.
Okay.
His body's probably looted by now. 11.
A
11?
rock fell on top of me.
You're-
I could be a
Yeah, you
metal
heard kind of,
pancake.
you heard kind of a dull dong sound.
I was going to heal him if you don't want to.
If I can't heal him. I don't have any healing spells.
Worst
Oh.
bard ever.
I've said it like 9 times. I don't.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
just
have
going
any
to
healing
stabilize
spells.
him.
I'm nowhere
I
near.
thought, I thought you just weren't planning on using it. I didn't know you didn't have any.
No, that's just you. No, not me.
Okay. Hey, I'm
If somebody
waiting.
gets me up, I can heal myself. It's just there's so many things that happen in between turns. I took, I think, 33 total damage between the last time I got to act and now, and it was just like, meh.
No, the reason I'm not healing is because my heals do like, I think a maximum of 11. And when things are hitting for 15, using my action to heal doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, healing in D&D in combat tends not to make a whole lot of sense because that's
Yeah.
an action you could be using to stop damage from ever happening. If you kill the guy, he will stop hurting people.
All right, so we are
Best
to
defense.
Verabrar.
All right, I'm going to shoot an arrow at this hopefully very confused Orog. And I will crit.
All right. Roll really good. Now remember, you get
Oh,
all of
or
your
roll-
your damage doubled that rolled.
Yeah, so 19 damage.
How many sneak attack dice do you get? At this point?
2d6.
That's 3d6 total that you should roll.
Wait, if I get double my
so
sneak
six-
attack damage, it's
Yeah, so it's
46. Isn't it?
66. So it's 66. Because you double, it's 46 for sneak attack plus the d6 for your,
No, it's 2d6 for sneak attack,
right?
plus the
Plus your-
longbow, which is
Right.
1d8.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus 46, and you rolled an 18?
He rolled 2 1s and 2 3s.
Yep.
That's impressive. I really
Okay.
thought you were going to kill that guy, but you did not.
But I already hit him for, 16 last time?
You did. But he has more than 20, over 30 hit points, and you basically hit him for, you hit him
Wait,
for like 30.
aren't we doing the one max die thing now? Didn't we adjust that?
Oh,
Well, we haven't adjusted the sheets yet. If you guys want to do that, you can. You just have to manually roll, because the sheets are going to automatically roll 2 dice, and we're going to have to decide how we're going to handle that and roll 20.
Because that would add 10 damage.
Yes, I know. So, do you guys want to make it more complicated but more powerful on both monsters and users, or do you want to leave it the way it is on roll 20 until we can figure out how to change the sheets?
I hide a lot, so I'll leave that up to you guys.
Doesn't matter to me.
I'm dead. I have no opinion.
No, you have an opinion. You'll be undead in a moment, one way or another.
Calders has enough time like trying to roll over a 10. I don't think I need to super worry about crits. But I will look into what that takes to do on the sheets.
All right.
In that case,
So we
I'll
roll.
do it
So we will
manually.
go ahead and do that. So yes. So what's the total damage? 26.
6, 12. It was 19 damage, so plus 10 would be 29 damage.
29 damage on top of the 16. So
Yes.
Yep. See, that's enough to kill it.
That's much better. That's a
You
good.
have 42 hit points. If you hit it for 30 points after you hit it for 16, you're going to kill it. All right.
Excellent. And then I will be using my bonus action once again to hide.
All right. Very good. I would make a roll for it. You're far enough away from the main action that nobody can see you. But you also can't see what's going on the other side of the tower because you're on the wrong side of the tower from where you are. You can kind of see the giants through the house, but you can't see the Orogs and your companions.
Okay.
And your NPC?
And then my NPC is he within range to attack a giant? How close is that giant?
It depends on the spell range.
The spell range that I'm looking at is 30 feet.
Then no, you are well out
So
of range.
that giant who ran up is still out of 30 feet range.
There's one giant who's on kind of the the north corner there of T3. The other one's kind of right at the gate there, heading right next to Ryle and Caldris.
Okay, so I could get within 30 feet then, if I wanted
You
to.
can get within 30 feet, yes.
All right. Fuck. All right, I'm going to do that actually, because he needs to contribute to the team. He's going to very slowly sneak up, using that wall as whatever as much cover as it can
you're
give.
aware that's a fence, right?
That's a fence?
The
It looks so
fence.
much like a wall.
It's a fence.
Well, that is so much less useful than I thought it was going to be. In that case, fences be damned. I am going to attack him because he can kill me anyway. So he will cast Witch Bolt for... Holy... You've got to be kidding me, Mage Man. For 7.
Okay, no. Alrighty. And Ryle.
Okay, my NPC rolled an 8 for his death save, so he failed 1.
Failed one.
So is the Orog still around us?
Yeah, you have 2 wargs around you now. Again, you have the dead one at your feet. You have the one with a heat metal on him, who is looking very rough and screaming in agony as his armor burns him. And you have the one the wizard hit with Thunderbolt, who came up very cranky.
Okay. With my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word. Wait,
Does your NPC only get 1 attack, or does he get 2?
He's dead. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets a death save.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on... Why is this... Okay, I don't know why I did that. But I rolled a 7. So, Caldris, you're back up with 7 HP. With a... with a rock on your face. And I am going to try and place myself between Caldris, my NPC, and these 2 Orogs, and I'm going to attack the one Orog that is on fire with Booming Blade.
Do you want
And I
to use
rolled
the
a
heat metal on it first to see if he does? 'Cause again, he does look-
It's not my heat metal.
Alright, okay.
And I rolled a 19. I assume that hits.
91 hit, yep.
Okay, does 10
Problem.
damage.
Yep, he did.
Awesome. And I'm going to, again, try and position myself so that if there's a way that I can make the other Orog not be able to reach the my NPC, I'm going to do that.
Well, he's more worried about the creatures who are currently attacking him, not the ones who are currently on the ground.
Yeah.
So, Caldris, it's your turn. First thing you gotta do, Caldris, is roll me a d20, please. It does always seem to be you.
16?
Hold on, I gotta find the chart again. I should bookmark this.
It better make sense that it happened from a rock falling on my face. To be fair, at least half the time
You
he's
said
like...
16?
Go ahead.
You said 16?
1-6.
Okay. You have a festering wound from the rock hitting you. So your hit point maximum is going to be reduced by 1 every 24 hours. The wound persists, but it heals you. You receive magical healing, so you're fine. You have a scar now, but a minor scar. That's fine.
Lay on hands.
Well, you just got healing worded, so...
I'm
Roll 7 damage.
I'm announcing my turn.
Oh, I thought you were going to just, heal yourself. Never mind. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I have 7 hit points and people are throwing shit at me. I am going to heal myself for 20 because I can. Is there still a guy looming above me?
There is. If you want to give me a performance roll to see if he is paying attention to you, you can give me a performance play dead roll. See if you notice the fact that you're now awake.
Sure. And I feel like this is the only chance that I'm going to get to roll performance in this game. I roll a 20 to play dead.
Okay. He does not believe you are alive. He's black.
You've been taking
Also,
notes.
thinking that you're never going to have a chance to have performance again, roll performance again, is just a lack of imagination.
No, it's just Caldrus not being that sort of fella, and I have the world's most famous bard in the party, so I get one-upped a lot.
Don't give him a big head, man. World's most famous. Jesus.
Sword Coast's most famous.
Anywho,
This game's
your
most
NPC?
famous.
My NPC is going to continue attacking the guy above me, and hopefully it does not fall on me. Oh, I apparently copy-pasted something else, so I don't have her frickin' dice copied. First attack is a miss. 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Then she does fuck all for a round.
Okay. But her distraction is what makes it so he does not notice the fact that you are now squirming on the ground. All right. Their turns. There's now 2 of you guys attacking the Orogs, one remaining Orog. Let's see. Well, let's do it this way. Ral, do you want to have even or odd?
What have you been rolling more of?
Hmm?
I said, what have you been rolling more of?
I don't know. Whoa.
I'll take odd.
Go even.
Okay. That's going to hit the NPC. That's gonna hit, all right, one of each. First one's the NPC. That's going to hit. And what's your AC?
19.
I think they hit both of you. All right. First one's going to hit the NPC woman for 12. Going to hit Ryle for 6.
All right.
Even though he missed, the giant does not like the fact that puny human had the audacity to shoot some sort of magic at it.
Oh, it's going to go so badly.
So it's going to chuck the rock at the wizard.
Ah.
I swear to God, hold on. I rolled this.
Oh, here it comes, guys.
Not sure if you can see, but that is a nat 20. So that wizard's going to die. Because we established that it's max damage on one die plus another die. That's automatically 44.
Oh, yeah, he's already dead.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll to see how much I do. 2, 7, 18. So total of 69 damage to that guy. So he gets no death saves. He is dead.
Oh, crap. That would have killed me. At full HP.
Yeah, he had 16 HP, so he was never going to make that.
No, he is smushed.
Giants hurt. Are there more giants in this campaign?
No.
I hope not.
The birds, you'll see one of the guardsmen go down and 2 of the birds will go down. There's just one of the birds left kind of squawking and running all over the place. And the Orog next to the NPC behind Team 1. Hit once. Hit for 11 damage.
Wait, is that Urgala?
Yeah, the one that you're dodging.
I'm going to use cutting words.
Okay. What's that do?
It tells me to tell him that he swings like a goblin, and then I roll a d6 to subtract it from
the damage?
from his attack roll. 5.
Okay. So it only hit for 6 then. Also,
No,
he
no.
has Bane on him. He
No,
rolled
no,
a
it's-
21 total. I don't know what the AC is of your NPC.
So it's it's from the attack roll. So it's going to be 21. So it's going to be a 16, and then Bane is going to be another 4.
20.
Never mind. It's going to hit her anyway.
Okay. So he still hits with a full 11 damage then.
Yep.
Very good. And back to the top. So we got Arafel. Your turn.
She's going to attack first. 10 and a 24.
That'll hit.
5 damage.
All right.
I
Just the one
assume
hit?
it's- Well, a 10 and a 24, so the
Oh, okay.
24 is the one that hit, right?
Right. 24 hit, 10 is not.
Um,
Trading mighty blows. This is the innkeeper, right?
yeah, Urgala.
She's when you look out, you peek out the door at her as you cower. Sure, her face looks like she's having a blast. She hasn't had this much fun in years.
I didn't mean to click that. I'm just going to shoot at him with my crossbow again. 10's going to miss.
10 will miss. All right. So Verabrar.
So the mage dude will start to float off to hell or heaven or wherever he's decided to go. Verabrar. So you said I can see the giants kind of from the house?
You can see the giants. If you shoot through the house, you're going to have.
Oh, horrible.
I'm going to give anybody cover. You can also see. I forgot. You can see the Orog fighting the innkeeper behind the tower.
Okay, so I'm going to sneak up to the door and fire at the Orog through the door.
Okay.
21.
Yep.
For 18.
All right. 38 damage to that one. So still not down, but looking very weak. That takes him right in the throat. Starts choking on his own blood. They manages to keep his feet. All right. And your NPC is dead. Ryle. That's safe for the NPC.
I'm not even going to worry about it because I'm going to use Healing Word on the NPC.
Okay.
And it does a total of 4 HP.
Very good. He is conscious.
And I am going to use Booming Blade on the other NPC that's near us.
Okay. Yep.
Not the NPC, the other Orog.
I know what you meant.
And I
Good
crit.
job, guy.
So it'll do 2.
Add 6 damage to your roll.
Okay.
So count that up and then add 6.
19 damage. The thunder damage should not be there.
Okay.
Okay. 19, so let's say we're out of 20 for ease. That's 35. Okay. He is still up, but he is looking pretty beat up now.
Okay. Then my NPC. There's just the one Orog, right?
Yep, just the one aura. And then the two big giants.
All right. My NPC is going to run up to this Orog, and he's going to try and attack them. And he rolled a 12 and a 10. This is a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to hit.
All right, and that's it.
All right. Caldus.
I stand up and I swing at the Orog.
All right.
24 for 11.
All right. You slice off its head.
Nice.
Huzzah! For, excuse you, for my lady friend, is there anything within 30 feet of us still? If not, we're going to assess the
Let me
situation.
check something about the Giants. Yeah, let me check something on the Giants. Or can I explain those stones?
Well, the giant wasn't within 30 feet of the wizard because that's how long Witch Bolt is. So that's how close I had to get.
All right. So the wizard was in the corner there. So you're within 30 feet. The giant's on the other side of the fence. There's a little gate there on the fence, so she can run up to the gate and open it. She could try an athletics over the fence, get to the giant, but she could probably get to the giant.
Just so I make sure that my mental picture matches everyone else's, where are we currently? Like which part?
You're currently between T3 and T1. On like the northwest, on like the north corner.
Copy. I really don't want her to die, as selfish as that sounds.
She doesn't want to die.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: they love the town and they hate the Giants, but they also are going to run into suicide, unless you think they would. Let's see. What's the name of your characters again?
I have Dratha.
You have Doratha. All right. Let's see what Doratha's. They actually give you some role-playing information. So let's see what her role-playing info is. Doratha. Her ideal is good people should be given every chance to prosper, free of tyranny. Her bond is I'll lay down my life to protect Tribor and its citizens. Her flaw is I refuse to back down. Push me, I'll push back.
I feel like all of those things make her want to run in and suicide.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It pretty much exactly says that.
Yeah.
All right, so...
On the other hand, she has a crossbow, and she might just, if she gets 2 attacks with a greatsword, but if she uses her crossbow, she'll get, she can take a ranged attack and still try to touch at it. Obviously, she's much better with a greatsword.
All right. She's going to be a hero. She's going to get squashed, and I'm going to feel terrible about it. But she will attempt to vault the fence.
Okay. She gets a +4 to her athletics.
That doesn't math out correctly, but okay.
Well, she gets the NPCs have like a if I was in Roll20, I'd be able to give you handouts for them that has like all their NPC stats.
17 to leap over the fence.
All right, she makes it.
11 on the first attack.
Nope. You guys are wearing heavy duty armor.
18 on the second attack for 10 damage.
18 will hit. It will hit. 10 damage.
10 damage.
All right, very good.
She
Big male fire giant.
is she not one of the ones that gets extra damage?
2d6 plus 3 is what he told me when I was...
Yeah, Doratha does not get extra giant damage.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we weren't forgetting to roll some dice on characters we don't usually play.
Yep.
But,
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, did you take your turn? Yes, you did. You cut off things next. All right.
Oh, I used half my movement to stand up, so when I killed the thing, Caldrus would have taken the remaining 15 feet in that direction.
All right.
Barring...
You're on the other side. You are on the other side of the fence.
Copy. Now I end my turn. Sorry.
No problem. So what you see there, one more of the guards goes down. The last of the birds is dead. So there are 8 guards left, and they will approach and they will take shots at the giants.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, they're rolling as shit as my monsters are. Only 1 hit. Do some damage. All right. The fire giant. He's going to look down at Doratha. He is not impressed. Although, well, actually, he is really. He's like, he actually snorts a bit and says, "Only the women have the bravery among these people to fight." And he will make some attacks with the greatsword, crashing down. Nope. What's Dorath's AC?
14.
14. That will hit. A lot of fucking D6s.
Sorry, Doratha. The DM told me your personality style.
He rolled a shit on that as he does on everything else. As I have on everything else. 18 damage is all she takes.
Hey, she's
Actually, wait, I
alive.
rolled one. I got one more. 22. 22.
Oh, still alive though.
All right. Yeah, that was 66 plus 7. I rolled shit. All right. And the other one keeps digging. And let's get back to the top. Verabrar.
Airfiel is before me.
Oh, Arafel, sorry. Oh, guys, I gotta go and I'll be right back. I gotta do something. Be right back.
Ominous. I'm gonna grab a
All
drink.
right.
I gotta help out everybody with something. Be right back.
So, are we going to try and take out these giants?
Save the Harper NPC. I need her for roleplay.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to suicide myself.
I was being so cautious, and then it's got one-shotted. Just,
I know.
Yeah, I
it's
noticed
smushed.
that.
just like, oh, welp. Goodbye, dude. Guess we're not getting that quest.
Yeah, my NPC is noping out of there. He's got 5 HP. He's already went down once
I
this
was
fight.
like this close to having her just run in the tower and just like be that person, but then he told me like her actual character traits, and I'm not going to devoid us of the damage she does in combat as well as go against what the character would actually do just so that Caldrus can get one fucking side quest after this fight. Assuming that Caldrus even survives, because this giant's probably going to smush her, turn around and smush him.
Okay. So, I have a bit of a plan. I can up my AC to 12. 21, I mean.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, 12.
So can I by taking my armor off.
Actually, that would be my armor with my armor off.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick while we're on break.
Yeah, I'll be right back. So, do y'all want to try and fight these giants, or should we do?
I mean, we can't, like, it's in the middle of a town. Like, what are we gonna do?
Leave the town?
Well, there's 8 guards, right? So we could just back away, let them attack the guards, and snipe at them.
We could
That
try to
tactic has been
incapacitate.
going super well for Verabrar so far.
We could try to incapacitate one of them. I could try to levitate him.
Yeah, I was looking through my spell list. I have no crowd control spells.
No, I have a lot of them, but we're never fighting anything in like groups.
Yeah.
It's always like 2 in one spot and 1 in another.
Yeah, it's hard with no map. And heat metal, I assumed, would not work on fire giants.
I think that's a very intelligent assumption.
I also don't think they're wearing any metal.
They have great swords, though.
You could try to make them drop their sword, but
Then they're just gonna throw fucking rocks at us.
it's worse. Much worse.
So I cheated a little bit, and I kind of looked up their stats. I'm still charging in there,
I'm telling Ken.
but I don't think we were supposed to kill these guys.
Well, now we're definitely gonna do it because
I know, we got to now.
that's stupid. Yeah.
All right,
We'll take
so
him.
I can charge in there, and I can at least make this one guy not move and force him to attack me.
And then the rest of us can just run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't explicitly say it before, so I'm back.
Welcome back.
I am also back. / never left.
It's a long
Yeah,
walk
so-
to the fridge, okay?
Well, Calder's
Sorry, had to help me roommate get something out of his car. Anyways, we are back to the top to Arafel.
Yep. Urgala, the motherfucking innkeeper, is gonna swing for Morningstar again and again. 14 and a 7.
Nope.
And I am.
But actually, you killed that orc the last time.
Oh, did.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, no, he didn't. He's still alive. He's still up. He's barely up. He's up. Sorry, I lied.
When you say barely, how many hit points are we talking?
4.
Well,
Basically, one hit, he's dead.
Fuck it. I'm gonna use Shillelagh. I'm gonna run up, smash this thing in the head. Wait, I use Charisma, right? And I'm proficient with it, or am I not proficient with it?
I think actually you're automatically proficient with it.
All right, so it's a +6. It's better hit. Nope.
No?
Nope. 11.
Okay. Very good.
Not
Fair
really.
Verabrar will now be ending that guy. Yeah, he rolled a 20. Yep. He only had 4 hit points left, right? So very dead.
Okay. Very good. So you run up, Arafel, and you see you try and swing your magical stick at it. It just kind of bounces off his armor. He turns around at you and snarls, and then an arrow comes out the back of his head through the front of his face.
I distracted it. I give Verabrar
And
a
then-
thumbs up.
Yep. And then I will be using the stealth action. Roll a 15. And I will be getting into a position where I can get a clear-ish shot at the giants.
You're far enough away. 15 is good enough. All right. Ryle.
Okay. There's a fence in between me and the giants, right?
Yes. You can take
Yeah,
a turn
I'm
to
gonna-
open the gate, or you could, try and athletically hop over it.
I rolled an 18 on my athletics. Am
Okay,
I able to
jump
jump
over.
the fence?
Yep, you're able to jump the fence.
Okay.
Muted if you're talking.
Oh, my bad. I'm going to see that this woman or this innkeeper just ran to attack this giant. I'm going to chase after, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And would I be able to get in range of the giant
Yes, you can get a melee. Also, that's not the innkeeper, that's the town mayor.
or the town mayor? Right. Then I'm going to cast Booming Blade on it, and I'm going to use my Cutting Words, and hopefully I roll high. All right, so I rolled a total of an 18. Does that hit?
18 will hit, yes.
Okay. It does 5 damage because I rolled a 1.
All right. Very good. Caldus.
I'm going to longsword it for 19, and apparently I rolled a 1 as well, so I did 6 damage, but I would like to use Divine Smite.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm Divine Smiting it for 10 more damage, so 16 damage total.
16 damage total. All right. 37. Damage done here. All right.
And then the lady's gonna swing at it twice.
Oh, and I forgot to mention my my NPC.
If you don't have one up, you can. Or you can do something else if you like. What's the name of your NPC again?
Geldrin. Y'all think I should send him in to die? He's got 4 HP.
I think everything about his character is that he is fueled by a hatred for giants.
Okay, yeah.
His flaw is I never run from a fight, especially when it involves killing orcs or giants.
Okay, yeah. He's going to go get himself killed.
I like how these jerks just handed us a handful of expendable NPCs that won't back down from this fight.
Right? We want to keep them alive so that we can get the quests from them, but nope.
All right, Cal, just go ahead and finish your turn, and I'll do mine.
Lady swings a 23 for 9 damage and a 24 for 12 damage.
Okay, does that include the extra anti-giant damage?
She does not have anti-giant
Oh,
damage.
she does not get that. That's true. So what's the total damage?
21.
21. All right. Alrighty. Ryle, your NPC?
My NPC rolled a 21, and I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
All right, and he does 24 damage. I rolled 1d10, rolled high. I rolled 2d6, and rolled almost max damage.
Good.
He really hates these giants.
He gets to attack. He gets to attack.
I missed the other one.
Okay. What was the total damage?
24.
24.
And Ryle is doing his best to get the giant to attack him.
Okay. The giant's actually looking a little concerned now. He is going to take the disengage action, move 30 feet away from you. He's going to shout.
Hold up. Before he...
Okay.
He had Booming Blade cast on him, so he's going to take another 1d8 damage if he moves.
Okay.
So another 7 damage.
Yep. He is going to take disengage. He's going to swing his sword in a defensive manner. He gets in space and then duck back 30 feet. He's going to shout at his companion. And those of you who speak giant will hear him shout, "My love, it is time to go. We can come back later." She will stand up. She will pick up a bit of rock that she dug out of the ground, and she'll chuck it at one of you, and then join her companion in moving away. So they'll get to the...
Wait, so who's throwing the rock?
The
The
other
Lord?
The lady
The one
that was
they
digging.
called Lord? Okay.
So they'll get across the fence over into the yard of T9. It is going to throw a rock at
Cauldrus.
nope, at Ryle's companion.
Oh, come on.
I
I,
rolled it,
tr-
man. It's a good
I
roll.
tried, man. I'm sorry.
That's going to be a hit.
He's going to get squished. Unless you roll under a 14.
There's only 4d10 plus something, so that's unlikely.
It's already
No, no,
hit, so
no,
he's
I
dead.
mean, yeah. If you miss...
What did you
if-
roll for the hit? I could use cutting words.
He rolled a 18 plus
Yeah.
Never mind.
11. 18 plus 11. So 29. 7. 16.
He's dead.
21.
He
I
had
know,
4
but-
HP.
So he hit for 28 total. Is he auto dead or is he still
Oh,
get death save?
no, he's not. He gets death saves.
Very good. The giants are retreating. The archers are going to continue pursuing them a bit. A few of them are on horses. Nope, that'll actually hit. That will not hit. That will not hit. That'll hit. 2 hits. It hit twice this time. Oh, that's a fail. And that's not going to hit. So only 2 hits. All right. Alright,
How
the
do you
giants are
spell
moving away.
Orag?
Sorry?
How do you spell the Orag or whatever those guys were?
ROG.
Thank you.
All right, Arafel. You were saved.
I'm gonna come out, join my companions, and I will attempt to. Actually, no. I'm gonna place my hands. I forgot I had this. I'm gonna place my hands on the dwarf and heal him for 4 HP.
He greatly appreciates it.
Aren't you still back at the tower?
Yeah, where's everybody else?
They're over by. Well,
We're in
yeah, they're inside
T3.
yeah, you can get to them this turn. Well, you could if you dashed, but that you wouldn't be able to take an action unless it's a bonus action.
I have no idea where anybody is. So, okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit on my thumbs.
I mean, like I said, you're behind. You're still at the tower, so you're at T1, right? Everybody else is kind of like 10 feet inside of T3, so on the other side of that fence from you. So about 45, 50 feet away. The giants are about 80 feet away from you because they're moving away. They're in the yard of T9.
Okay. Are they still within longbowing range? The giants.
What's the longbow range?
It is. Whoops. 150, 600.
150, 600. Where'd my measure paper go? They're within longbow range with disadvantage. You have advantage for being hidden, so it balances out as a regular shot.
Okay. In that case, I will shoot them
Okay.
for 15 damage.
Okay. You hit,
The
over
one that's already damaged.
you hit over an 18.
I hit a 23. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. How much damage?
15.
15. Okay. All right. Your NPC is toast. Ryle. The giants are retreating.
You're muted, bud.
How's the one giant looking?
Male.
Give me a medicine check.
Thanks. What check? I missed that.
Medicine.
Medicine check. Yeah, you're not sorry. Okay, I rolled a 19.
Okay. You're not terribly familiar with giants. He seems to be limping pretty bad. You see some blood. Well, you don't see blood. You see some fire kind of pouring out of his armor. You imagine, but since they're fire giants, because they're on fire, you imagine that might be similar to his blood.
Do we want to chase these things?
The other one has not yet been wounded.
I kind of want to chase them, but then again, I really don't.
I sat on my thumbs because I assumed we weren't, but don't let
Yeah,
that
I
stop
don't.
I know the NPCs kind of want to, but I really feel like out of character, if we chase them and force them to fight, they will kill us and the NPCs.
Yeah, I think that my character would know that since two guys got almost instantly squashed, it's probably not a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over to this dwarf, and I'm going to. Is there an area that I could hide behind that would be out of line of sight of the dwarves or the giants?
You're kind of in the middle of a field.
Duck behind the fence.
Yeah, the fence is going to help. I'm going to try and stabilize the dwarf.
Okay. Medicine check, please.
Dang it, I rolled a 6, a 19 and a 6.
What's the 19 for?
To tell how the ogre was looking, or the giant was looking.
Yep. So the 6 does not do it.
And the NPC fails his death save.
All right. So you have.
It takes an action to stabilize, right?
Takes an action to stabilize, yes.
Okay. All right, then that's my turn.
All right. And so we are to Caldus.
I'm reading some spells. How far would you say the male giant is from me?
Male.
They're both about 30 feet from you. They're in the yard. They just stepped over the fence in the yard of T9.
I see.
Hmm?
I said I see. And they're actively running away, right? Like he hasn't turned around to start chucking shit back at us.
They seem to be heading. They seem to be moving in a away direction.
All right, I'm simply going to ready an action, and if they turn to appear to be hostile again, I'm going to cast command and demand that they flee.
Okay. Very good.
My lady person, Doratha, despite the fact that she hates them and will defend Triborg and tell that they are actively retreating and that she needs to attend to the situation at hand rather than pursuing. So she's going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, she will shake herself up. She'll start organizing emergency responses. As the monsters turn, the giants will continue fucking off. They occasionally throw a look over their shoulders to make sure you aren't following them, but they are just stomping off into the forest. And you guys have saved the town of Triborg. And you only lost one NPC. Good job. I assume at some point someone will heal the dwarf. He went down twice. Roll me 2d20 there, please, Royal.
I'll heal the dwarf.
I was going to try and stabilize him so he would not chase after the ogres. Or the giants. I don't know why I keep saying ogres.
Of course, I rolled a 1. I healed the dwarf for 4.
Okay. Royal, give me 2d20 on the injury table.
6 and a 7.
I'll
Excellent.
touch him for another 4.
Okay. Well, he gets magical healing, so he had a couple internal injuries. His spleen was broken, his liver was all shot. The liver was shot because of the alcohol, because he's a dwarf, not because of the giant. But the magical healing kills him.
Lingering.
But yeah, so you guys have managed to save the town, and you only lost one NPC. Let me go ahead and mark off the guy that died. That was the guy from Waterdeep.
What was his name?
What was his name, Matt?
Ortho.
Ortho.
Ortho something.
Yeah,
When he died, I deleted his notes. So
Oh, I'm just adding to my notes of
Okay.
Caldress's journal.
Valdris, Veribar, you were ducking diving through his shop as he was squashed. All right, I'm going to go get some water real quick and take a leak, and then I'll be right back. You guys can do as you need to do.
Does anyone want healing right now? Right now.
I am fine. I think you're the only one who from our group who took damage.
I have 4 hit dice I can spend, so if somebody needs like magical healing. Let me just take Heavy Armor Master and reduce all the damage I take. Oh, look, he's hitting me for fucking 20 every round.
I know, right?
Hello again.
Welcome
Welcome,
back,
welcome.
Zilla.
Welcome back.
All right. So unless any of you object, I think we'll skip ahead to tomorrow. This is something you want to accomplish today.
Nope.
I'd like to bury the guy from Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
You
help.
can
with
bury
that.
what's left of the guy from Waterdeep. Some of his friends in town will attend him.
Yeah, that's it.
There is a hungover priest. They shake out of that rundown inn you guys passed.
We lost somebody.
What is it saying? You lost somebody? Who is this?
Airfell
Yeah,
fell
I'll
out
be
of roll
back.
20. Okay, just making sure both.
Doesn't really matter anymore in roll 20 if we're there or not. I'll be right back. It was an accident.
What the fuck is this guy's name again?
I'm gonna play at his funeral.
We haven't met him yet. This isn't that shitty inn. You guys passed like a dive bar.
I mean, the guy that died. I'm playing at his when we bury him.
So there's a priest of Helmantown. He was shaken out of a drunken stupor, out of the talking troll, and comes out and gives a homily for him. And some of the townsfolk come out. There's a few other people that need to be buried. Some of the other townsfolk. The guard that came up from the south report that there was a distractionary force of orcs that attacked some of the farms to the south to drag out the guard. That's why there's so few of them around until the end. So apparently this is a This was a organized strike. The NPC innkeeper will join up with Duratha. They apparently know each other, and they will. She will share that fire giants are very militaristic and very organized. So it seems likely that this was a planned attack. And Duratha will send out word to summon up the militia for defense. Does anyone wish to do anything?
Where is Tribor again? On the map.
Tribor. Tribor is on the very. If you picture the map from Friends of the Apocalypse, it's on the very northeast corner of that. So it's kind of in between Neverwinter and Waterdeep, and a few days' ride inland from both.
Remember that the Phandalin is on the Tribor Trail, so the road that goes from Neverwinter past Phandalin eventually reaches here.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just looking at my map. Hold on. Well, y'all do your thing. I'm gonna try and find another map.
Well, Caldrus's first instinct would be on the following day, as things are being cleaned up and stuff like that, to try to continue the conversation that him and Duratha were having with the Lord, whose name escapes me, regarding everything, the giants coming, attacking, etc. More so, he would want to walk with her to where the giant was digging, and would be curious if any of the town records or anything show something buried there, or if we physically see something buried there.
Okay. Yes, you walk over there. She is more than willing to help you out with this now that she sees the importance, and she will love to talk with you guys more about that tomorrow. As you guys are chatting about that, you do walk over to the field. She's got her arm in a swing. She got beat up a bit. And what you find in the pit, it's still buried. It looks like it was about half dug out, is a massive chunk of metal. It looks like it's shaped in a curve, so it's not straight. You see about 4 feet of it out of the ground, but it looks like it's very much deeper in. It looks to be about 2 inches thick. Give me some sort of intelligence check. Give me an Arcana check. Arcana.
7.
I'll have been with him most likely.
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are looking at it. The dwarf is going to kind of gasp. That is a huge piece of adamantine. And with the 21, you think it might have.
Just saying, it's a crit. Just saying.
Okay. With the 21, there's no crits on checks. You get you intuit that. So you roll a 20 and you only got a 21. So you're not proficient in Arcana. But you think it almost looks like a band you've seen on a construct at some noble's ball, but much, much, much larger.
Wait, repeat that? Like a what?
Like a band used to, like a support band off a construct. It's like a gigantic piece of a construct, like a golem.
Huh.
Caldrus will know nothing about that until somebody explains it.
Using little words and pictures.
All right, my character most likely would have seen some kinds of constructs. Maybe, well, small ones. I guess some golems that were in Baldur's Gate. would I recognize this after it's pointed out to me that it's looks
Yeah,
like?
once
okay.
you point it out, you very much think that it looks like the piece of a giant construct.
Okay, after I get over the fact that we just found a giant piece of adamantine that I really want to get my hands on, I'm going to point out.
Give me a investigation check on that.
Roll a whole 6.
At 6, it's worth thousands and thousands and thousands.
Daratha, do you know why this would be buried here?
She shakes her head. She has no idea why this. I mean, it's down. They spent 5 turns doing it. It took 10 turns for them to dig it out. It's probably about 10 feet down the ground. It goes deeper, and this has never been farmland. This is where like where caravans come through and they rest for the night. So yeah, she's never seen it before.
What part of town are we in?
You are right off the square, the main square. T3.
Okay, so it's right in the middle of town. Crap.
Yeah. Also, it's massive. Like I said, you can see about 4 or 5 feet sticking out, and when you try and pull on it, it doesn't move.
As awesome as stealing it would be, it seems a mite impractical. Maybe we can get them to like lend us enough to throw some armor or weapons together.
Okay, I would love some of this to fix. Ryle is looking for something like adamantine, mithril, something that is stronger than just straight up steel to fix his arm with. And he's a smith. Getting a load of this much adamantine would be. He's just foaming at the mouth at this point, wanting it.
He suddenly has very sticky pants.
Yeah.
Do you express this to anyone around you, or do you keep it internal and just kind of bounce up and down in place?
I'm trying to hold it in, but I'm not doing a very good job.
How much does this probably weigh?
How much do you think it weighs?
Yeah.
I mean, again, you don't have the whole thing out. It's obviously quite heavy, but as you try and if you try and move it, at the moment you will be unable to move it.
I'm wondering what this has to do with the Nightstone from, well, Nightstone, Caldress says. This is supposedly a piece of a giant construct. We don't know what other things have been stolen, aside from the large piece of obsidian. I'm wondering if that piece of obsidian was also a part of whatever this was.
In the meantime, Ryle has completely forgotten about everybody else that's here, and he is just going to study this adamantine piece.
Okay. If you study it long enough, you're a smith. I'm not going to make you make another investigation check. This thing is massive. You can see 4 feet of it. Like I said, it's at least that long in the ground, if not more. It's 2 inches around. You think it's probably going to weigh in excess of, at least 500 pounds, maybe more, maybe much more than that. So it's a huge chunk of it.
It's probably too heavy for me to levitate out of here if we needed to.
All right, I'm not even listening to what Caldress is doing, so I'm saying, hey Caldress, come over here with me. See if we can see if we can get this out of the ground.
I'll step down there. I'm not immediately going to help start prying it, but I will take a closer look at what it is and try to understand it. And then I want to kind of gauge how hard it's going to be to continue to unbury this. Like, the dirt is packed from ages of being directly under the center of town, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
So we're going to need a team of people down here shoveling.
Yes.
I'm still trying to get it open. Or out, I mean.
Verabrar will first draft a letter both to his family and then also to the Lord's Alliance, informing them of the attack and of the common thread we've found of rare or seemingly precious metals and gems being taken from the towns and send them by Raven, or I don't know how that works in D&D. I just realized this is not Westeros.
Yeah, there'll be there's ways of getting the word around. So you can they won't have a raven necessarily, but there's caravans pass through, so you can get those.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'll send those letters on, and then I will.
I'll call it a silver piece.
Yeah, then I'll help dig because I have nothing better to do.
Okay. When the people see you digging, they get a crowd of people over here, and Daratha comes over and asks what's going on. She seems to have very little patience at the moment. You're not entirely sure why.
I'm gonna claim. What's it called when you find something? You just claim it.
Salvage.
Yeah, I'm gonna claim salvage rights.
Okay. She's gonna look down at that massive chunk, and she'll be like, "My friends, you are welcome to have a cut of this for your services today, but that chunk of metal is going to weigh thousands of pounds. I will gladly share half of the earnings with you once I find someone who would take it off of my hands. But I don't know of any human smiths that can work adamantine."
Well, before we start laying claim to it, don't we still have the bigger issue at hand? Why did they want it, and what did it come from?
She will nod and agree with you, and she says, unfortunately, I don't, the only wizard in town is the guy up, she points at the big mansion up the hill, is,
That's not the guy who died, is it?
No. It's
T15.
Colstag. Right. It's Colstag. He moved out here a few years ago and is arrogant, self-important, and does not like to involve himself in the town. He stays out here simply because it's convenient for his hunting. But I doubt he'd be interested in helping. He didn't even help defend against the giants. He just stayed huddled in his home with his gargoyles guarding the roof.
He sounds like a exciting conversation that we're going to have. Would you know anyone else within the organization, Caldrus says vaguely, and that would know more about this stuff? Should I seek answers in Waterdeep or Neverwinter?
She nods and says, I do intend to get word out, and if you would be willing to pass the message along, there is someone I'd like you to meet, and he might be able to help you on your quest as well. So I would appreciate it. So I think it would work with both of our quests, because I do want to pass along this to the Harpers. I don't know how these giants penetrated so deep into the valley without being alerted. Something is very wrong.
Yeah, I feel like this whole time we've been 2 steps behind whatever's going on in the world, and no one seems to understand quite the enormity of it. It's a giant pun.
She nods, and she'll pull out a badge. It is made of platinum, and upon it is bearing the 3 boars. That is the insignia of Triboars, 3 boars leaping over each other. And she'll ask you to go to visit a person in Everlund, a town along the Evermore Way to the east. You're looking for a half-orc at the inn known as at Danivar's house. That's Danivarr. It's in Everlund, Everlund. And you're looking for the proprietor of the inn. He is a half-orc named Dral Thelev. Draltheelev.
THE.
LEV.
Ah. Alright, I'm gonna plug that all into my notes in a moment, but we typed it in the chat so that I can organize it. Calders will take the badge and kind of tuck it away under his cloak. And I need to look at the map to see where Everlund's at and incorporate that into figuring out what we do next.
All right.
If
In the
anyone-
meantime,
yeah.
I'm still studying this adamantine and trying to discern if adamantine is technically magical.
I think the rule before it's not really magical, but you have to be skilled to work in it. Like you have to know what you're doing. A regular blacksmith forge would not work with it.
I'm considering more for my channel divinity, or if we manage to hold off of this for a few weeks, if I will be able to do something with fabricate with it.
Hold on.
But I mean, if we can talk about this at the end of the session, if we need to. I don't want to detract from everybody else.
No,
All right.
I'm still taking all the information I just got from this NPC and trying to like formulate into what's going on.
Yeah, Ryle has not been paying attention.
Everland. That's good.
Yeah, Everland.
All right. So who are the other NPCs who survived? Orthavir was the other one, and
Orthavir died. He's the only one that died.
Orthavir died. Okay. So Orgala survived. And was it Helgar? The other one, Draz Helgar or Narth Tenzin?
I don't know. I know Geldrin.
Oh, it was Geldrin. It was Geldrin.
Geldrin is still alive, and he's probably, if he was with us, he's probably drooling over this stuff too.
Yeah. He is, in fact, very, very, very excited. So he will invite, but he will kind of put himself, he's got to get it back in order. He will invite you guys over to dinner this evening, the finest that he can put together for you.
Sounds great.
It does.
North of your-
I finally found Everland. It is east.
Yes, I told you it was.
East of Neverland.
Yes. Well, you told me it was east. I didn't realize it was east.
I told you, there's going to be travel involved in this game.
There's also that other city that Zephyrus told us to go to.
Yeah, but that's northwest.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to make a decision. We can't just be like, oh, let's head out towards the destinations.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Ryle, are you asking if you can use Artisan's Blessing to make something with adamantine?
Yes. Right now, I would probably want to turn as much of it as I could into ingots to take with us.
You could... Really, ingots wouldn't even work, because you can't make anything more than 100 gold.
Basically, what my character will want to do is...
How about 100 gold coins of adamantine?
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It would be, I would just convert this We have a giant stash of adamantine. Could we just like convert it into a chunk of it into ingots? What my character would want to do is, if this isn't enough to actually, or if we wouldn't be able to make anything out of it, I would like to take some to tinker with to change out some of the metal on my my arm to tinker with.
Okay. So what it is, you can make an object that can't be worth more than 100 gold. Not sure if an ingot is really in the spirit of that, but I would allow it. But like this, I'm gonna be completely honest. You're playing with it enough. This chunk of metal is worth 15,000 gold total. Okay. This is adamantine. Is like this is not something that anything you make with this is going to be worth far more than 100 gold.
Okay.
So it would only take you
it's not gonna work
150 hours.
Okay. Here's the plan, guys. We go level 7, and then we come back to Tribor.
What? Does your thing get more expensive at level 7?
No, I get fabricate.
Oh.
And fabricate don't care. All right, I'm going to take whatever amount of adamantine I can. If it's only 100 gold, and that ends up, if 100 gold worth ends up being like,
It's basically you put your fist to it and you kind of wrench it, and you have like a ball about the size of your fist.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take that.
Okay.
It's going to take me an hour to do that, but I'm going to do that.
Okay. So anybody who's over there, you just kind of watch him. He's just kind of rubbing his hands along the metals, and you ask him what he's doing. He just kind of rolls his eyes kind of rolled back at the back of his head as he just kind of massages this metal. You're not entirely sure what's going on.
I'm gonna pop out of the hole and leave him to that.
All right. I apologize, actually. Yes, Geldrin will invite you over to... It's not Geldrin who invites you over to dinner. It is Regala who invites you, because she's the innkeeper. So she'll invite you out to dinner at her place this evening. Gelrin does say that he has something for you if you can stop by.
Okay, so we just stop by his place on the way to dinner.
All right. So Gelrin, when you walk in there, he's behind his desk. His shop is pretty destroyed, like there's no front of it anymore. But there's a door frame. So if you walk through the door frame, the little bell will chime and he'll look up at you. And he will say, "My friends, I have been these past 10 years the royal armorer of the king and queen of Citadel Feldbar. You have done great service to my city. You have fought the fire giants who the dwarves have been fighting for many years." He hands out a sealed envelope and says that this is a letter of recommendation to the king and queen of Citadel Feldbar, King Morin and Queen Tithmel. If you find yourself there, present it to the captain of the guard. He will get you an audience, and they will grant you a boon. Morin, by the way, is Morinn. Tithmel is Tithmel. Felbar is Felbarr. It is in the north, tells me.
Citadel Feldbar?
Hmm?
Did you say Citadel Feldbar?
Felbar, yes. Felbarr.
All right. I am going to... Yeah. I'm going to thank Geldrin profusely for the honor. And after that, I'm going to ask him how he's dealing with his injuries.
He's actually pretty good. He's got some magical healing in him. So, like, Dratha hasn't got any. If you offer some, she'll turn you down and tell you to heal some of the townsfolk. She's just dealing with it. But he's fine. I apologize. Philbar is both north and far to the east.
Silver Marches.
Yep.
It looks like east is back on the menu, boys.
We're gonna not go see Harshnag.
Well, you don't know where Harshnag is. You were just told where he tends to
Oh yeah.
frequent a bit,
Okay, so
but he
Harshnag
wa-
and
but he-
Bryn Shander
but- yeah,
are
but he
not the
wanders.
same.
I mean, you were told by a half mad, kind of drunk cloud giant that a frost giant he has met once or twice tends to frequent this one forgotten city at the end of the world.
Yeah, but he was a pretty awesome crazy giant.
All right.
Where was
Uh,
it again that we had to go for the to find that boy,
To find what?
the
Here,
student?
that was here.
You said-
Nanda?
You already gave
Yeah.
that information. He's right. He's heading out tomorrow back south.
Yeah, I completely.
He's
Missed that.
a noble, so he's going to lead some refugees kind of to safety down in Red Larch, because apparently this is now a war zone.
Yeah, you were reasonably intoxicated and a little sleepy last week. It happens.
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, when the fire giants attack the city, you kind of forget little things.
And then the fire giants attacked.
Hmm.
And everything changed when the fire giants attacked. And definitely, damn it, I fucked it up the first time.
Wish I had thought of that. All right, if we're still with Geldrin, I'm going to tell him that we greatly appreciate it. I'm going to let him know that there's something in the town square that he might be interested in if he wasn't there.
Oh, he
And,
called earlier. He's like,
Okay.
oh yeah, I've already sent out some messages to my kin. I suspect that the dwarf holds are going to be very interested in that, and will pay very handsomely for it. And I'm sure I will get quite the commission. He looks quite greedy at it.
And I'm gonna ask him to see. Or I'm gonna ask to see what he ends up making out of it.
Okay. He nods his head and he's like, "Oh yes, my friends. Anything you need, you come and see. Geldrin. I'll be happy to provide you anything you need after today's service. Also, Doratha told you she'd give you a cut of the profits as well."
Yeah, I was just talking to him. I wasn't asking for free stuff. I was just talking to Geldrin.
Yeah. Oh, he tells you that he expects to like the value of that. He tells you is 15,000. He's especially if we were 10 to 20,000. He suspects that the dwarves are going to bid, like the various dwarf holds will bid well over 30 for it, just for the majesty of it, and he'll get quite a cut. So he expects to rebuild this in bigger and better ways than could ever be imagined. Not the shop.
All right. So Aral still thinking how he's going to get his hands on some of that adamantine, more than just 100 gold worth.
He tells you that he does not have he has the skill, he has worked it before. He does not have the capabilities in his shop to work adamantine. He would have to go to the great forges of Citadel Feldbar to have the ability to work it. But he would very much like to do that if Feldbar wins the bidding.
All right, I was kind of thinking that to myself, but I would I would like to see that. I'm still just kind of thinking how Ryle is going to get his hands on some of it, if he can at all.
I see. So yeah, based on what he's telling you, it's not. I mean, he's telling the dwarves. You assume there are contacts or other groups in here as well. There's going to be a bidding war for that huge chunk.
Mm-hmm.
and whoever wins it will get it. Now, it has to be somebody who has some sort of massive metalworking. So one of the great cities or one of the dwarf holds is probably the winner. There aren't really any high elf, strongholds in the north anymore, outside of like Silvery Moon, which is kind of joint elf and human. But wherever it ends up, if it ends up at Feldbar, you obviously have an inn there. Ends up somewhere else, you'd have to find a way to get an inn.
All right.
Geldrin, is there anyone in town that would be willing to part with a couple of horses, considering the events recently, or at very least we can pay forward a bit of what we're owed from the metal and to buy some horses?
Yes, you could absolutely get horses. You could get a wagon if you wanted to. All that's available here in town.
You don't know of anyone else in town that would need to be heading as far east as Everlund or the Citadel, would you?
I'm sorry, what?
I was basically asking if anyone else in town needed to go that way, or if he knew of people that needed to go that way, since it's such a long journey.
I see. He tells you that if you go to the Tribord Traveler, that's where caravans go to hire guards. So if anyone has a job, that's where you would find it.
Copy that.
He tells you about Wainwright Wagons. Since the other wagon shop, the guy died, he was smushed, and the building was kind of destroyed. Because you go to Wainwright Wagons, it's a local joint. Got a good name, but the current owner is he's kind of worried more about he's kind of disparaging of him because he's worried more about profits than quality. But at this point, this is the only game in town for a wagon.
No, I can certainly relate. I know that dwarves are very meticulous about the product they put out, and that not everyone sees things that way.
Yeah, he nods dejectedly. He also tells you that the cart and coin is where you can get horses and the stuff for horses. He tells you the owners are a married human couple named Arn and Cyrene. They have a couple of small children. He hopes they're okay. He hasn't seen them, and that's where you can find. They have stables outside of town. They have all the gear for horses in town. That'd be the best place to get horses.
Well, we certainly thank you for the information, and we're hoping that we have more run-ins in the future, though hopefully under better circumstances, even if this one did lead to such a discovery.
He nods and says, the discovery is wonderful, and it'll let the town rebuild, but at what cost? And he looks at the front of his building and all the crushed buildings around him and just kind of sighs.
Veribar will mumble something about being better than the alternative.
Well, for us, certainly.
Yeah. It could have been much worse. That's all I can say.
He says that is true, especially if you four weren't here. Thank you very much. I don't know what grace brought you, but thank you for defending the town.
The irony here is that a giant brought us.
I was about to say that.
Yes, but he flew away.
Yeah. We're still trying to sort that one out too, I'm afraid. But I believe we have some dinner plans to attend to, sir. So we'll leave you to making sense of your shop here, and hopefully it's not too much work. While we're still in town, if you ever need anything, just let us know. I'll lend a hand any way I can.
I've already.
And thank you, and shakes all your hands.
And I'll let him know that I'm available as well if he needs any more help in the forge or with repairs.
Yeah,
Phil.
Yeah, you guys think there's gonna be a lot of repairs done over the next few weeks.
Arafil says if he needs any music to uplift him while he's repairing, we'll be around till tomorrow.
He looks at you who are being helpful, looks over at you, and he's like, he just kind of looks at you a little cross-eyed.
That's racist.
Anyway,
Off to dinner, as far as I know.
all right. Yep. You come in. The inn is pretty empty. This is kind of a local sort of tap house sort of thing. They weren't able to hold on a guard. The stage is empty. Not a lot of merriment in town today. But there's quite a nice dinner laid out for you. Some candles are set out, tablecloth. Apparently, your host lived up to her promise and has set out quite the spread for you.
I will offload my equipment somewhere tucked out of the way. And barring any formalities, I will partake in the feast.
Orgala will serve you herself. She sent all of her employees, all of her servers, back to off to take care of their families and get everything settled and back again. She will sit down and join you if you'll let her. She says she has a tale for you.
By all means.
Anyone who fought with me is more than welcome to share my table. So,
Arafil will pull out a seat for her. And is anybody playing any music?
The stage is empty.
No, the stage is empty.
I will start barreling food down my throat to get up and go play.
It'll be great.
You saying get up and go play just made me think of when I was like 10 years old. My brother and I would eat as fast as we could so we can get up and go play.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what that's the imagery I was trying to portray.
Nice.
All right. So I just want to clarify. None of you guys are interested in using like great weapons, right?
What now?
Or with,
No.
or with the
Unfortunately.
paladin. Would that be interesting to the paladin?
I didn't hear what you said.
Great weapons. Any interesting great weapons?
Oh, like great sword, great axe? No.
Right. No?
Negative.
Okay.
I am specifically built one-handed, based on my fighting style.
Gotcha. Okay. So I will arrange this differently for you guys. She sits down. She starts telling you stories of her previous life as an adventurer, of her adventuring party who would, they went to the Underdark. She kind of skips over that briefly, but they spent some time in the north fighting giants as well, fighting in the various wars with the dwarves. And there was one of her companions became very wealthy. He started wealthy, and he got more wealthy. But he was a good man all around. His name was Harthos, Harthos. And his weapon he got from a dwarf companion, a dwarf prince that they did a job for, is a giant slayer axe, battle axe. She hasn't spoken to him in a few years, but last she exchanged letters. He was living in his ancestral keep, which is called Zymorven Hall. Get ready for this one. Zymorven.
Wow.
Which is northwest of Silvery Moon. If you mention her, if you remember her to him, and tell him that the need is great, he is noble enough that he will gift you that weapon. He will part with it and allow you to carry on your work. She feels.
Sounds awesome. We're headed up that way from the sound of things, so we could very much stop by Zymorvenfall.
She nods. Her eyes kind of in the candlelight as the night falls. Her eyes kind of glow. She's remembering all the adventures she'd been on previously, and she says, "That is a beautiful axe that he had. I hope you can put it to good use and avenge this town."
Okay, this is out of character, but is there much information about what she did in the Underdark? Because Ryle would ask what she did in the Underdark, but I don't want to ask that if you have no clue.
I can BS something. It doesn't really go into it.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, she'll tell. If you ask her, she'll tell you some great tale.
She helped the dwarves as they retook the city from the drow. That if you play out of the abyss,
that's exactly the sort of bullshit I was going to do.
Gata Glim or whatever it's called. She was part of the organized mercenaries that took it back from the drow. Science.
Cool.
For science.
I don't know how I'm bullshitting. I just picked the one city that I knew was in the Underdark, and the one thing that happened involving like good people did good things and defeated bad people. So that's what I picked.
And take inspiration for coming up with bullshit, so I didn't have to. In case you guys are wondering, giant slayers. It's a +1 weapon. If you hit a giant with it, the giant takes an extra 2d6 damage.
So I'll write this down.
It has to make a DC 15 strength save or fall prone.
That is super useful.
Yep. It also it's all giant types, which includes things like Ethns and trolls.
Trolls are giants?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Giant adjacent.
Giant like.
Giant light.
Low calorie giant.
All right. So you guys have your goals. There's not anything else. You guys can finish your meal and head on to bed for the evening.
No, Arafil's gonna play his lute. Try to cheer everybody up.
Okay. Yep. You play. Give me a performance roll.
Oh, I can't botch Freddie Mercury. Hold on. Anybody have guidance?
I do. I'll cast guidance on you.
I will use my
guidance.
inspiration if this goes badly.
I'll use guidance to
Okay, we're
guide you to playing the perfect song for this night.
19. It's
So
fine.
that's
Plus 1d4.
I'm not gonna roll the d4.
Why not? You get a 20 at least. That's perfect.
At 23.
So much guidance.
What? All right. Yep. You have you play a very a soft music, kind of upbeat. Everyone is relaxed and enjoys. A few people hear the music from outside. They come and join, and Urgala will
Because
excuse
we're having a
herself
good
to
time
pour
now.
some beer. Yep. She will pour out a couple beers for people. So yeah, you guys enjoy the evening. Is there anything else anybody wishes to do?
Aside from typing lyrics in group chat.
God damn it! Stop typing Queen lyrics at each other.
So don't stop. me
That's a horse-headed
now.
guy. I just started watching it, and I've seen the horse-headed guy for the first time.
I don't have anything else for the night. Most of my plans would be for in the morning. Headed to the caravan area to try and see if A, anyone is headed that way, or if B, we can kind of start setting our own thing up. I don't know which order the party would like to do things in, and I'm pretty sure that between now and there, considering the overland distance, we will be bombarded with at least something else that may put a wrench in those plans. So I'm good to enjoy a relaxing evening after a hard day's work of being squished.
Okay. You guys' experiences being squished actually gives you some more life experience, so you can get up to level 5. This will be your last level for a bit. But take it wisely.
I was hoping we'd at least get to level 7.
No.
I think the intro bit is power level to 5, and then the pain starts.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know,
actually,
I
you're
was
supposed
just
to
kidding.
you're supposed to be at 5 when you start this section and get to 6 after this. That was not enough in the first intro bit to get you to 5. So I get you to 4. It was enough to let you survive, and now you get your full set.
Alright.
Well, I got extra attack and second level spells now, so that would have
I don't
been
really-
super handy in this fight.
I don't really get much. I don't know.
You get hit
I'm
by-
enjoying my character, but I'm not enjoying any of his combat abilities because they're pretty shitty.
Kind
character?
of,
pattern.
yeah,
You-
I'm
you
kind of
appropriate.
in the same boat, having played Sai. Like, stepping from a level 11 wizard to a level 1 melee character is just like the biggest kick in the balls.
Gothic only had one move, and Shatter. That wasn't his move. That was the weapon.
Yeah, Yeldar literally had one move, or Stunning Strike. Yeah, Stunning Strike was his only, or Punch. So, but still,
You may have had
To be
one
fair, you
move,
could have like
but it
run up
was
walls and
65
shit. Just
feet.
chose not to.
So, in the meantime, this is going to sound dumb, but we are trying to get a cart to leave, right?
A horse and cart.
Calders's general intent is bare minimum 4 horses, but horses and cart would be optimal.
Okay. Do we know what happened to the Oryx after we left?
What
Hey.
orcs?
I mean, you mean the dead ones?
Yes.
Okay. How brutal would it be?
What I'm trying to find out is if I could salvage some of the metal from the
Oh yeah, totally.
From
If
their
you want to
plate
get,
mail.
if you want to, yeah, you can totally get their plate mail.
Okay, I'm gonna take their plate mail, and
We'll say you can salvage 100 pounds of steel from the plate mail.
oh, that's much more than I was planning on doing.
So plate mail weighs 65 pounds, and there's 5 dead ones. So I figured 20 pounds each would be like a breastplate for one, the greaves for another.
Yeah, and one of them died
Okay.
from 2 arrows, so that set should be in pretty decent shape.
All right. So what's going to happen is y'all after the performance, I'm going to step out a little bit early. I'm going to go try and find where they stashed this stuff, and I'm going to go make a cart out of part of the plate mail. Just convert 100 gold of that loose metal, or 15 gold, I think, to make a cart. And I'm going to load the rest of the stuff in the cart.
Like carts are only worth 15 gold.
Yeah, they're cheap. Like 15 or 25, I think.
Hold on. Yeah, it's another being small item. Just look this
But what I
up.
was wanting to do is I was just wanting to make a cart. I mean, if you don't want to give me all
I
that metal.
understand what you want to do. I'm not sure if that's in the spirit of the idea.
Also, carts
he's-
weigh 200 pounds.
He's gonna make a Red Rider wagon.
Hey.
Okay,
You have enough gold power to make a cart, but you don't have enough material. There's 200 pounds to make a cart.
The way my channel divinity works is I can make anything under 100 gold if I have 100 gold worth of material.
Oh, really? That's impressive. That's a cool ability.
Yeah, that's like the entire reason I made this character.
Do you know how much a fucking solid steel cart is going to weigh?
This is magic.
Yeah, but
You can make a wagon. They
a
only weigh
horse
they only
still
cost
has to
35.
carry it.
Okay, Ken, I have 15 gold. Just tell me how much gold you want me to subtract from the 15 gold.
Okay, hold on.
Just make me some cart armor, and I will buy you a
Um,
cart.
We
Yeah,
can make a
but-
wagon if you wanted to ride. If you wanted to ride in the wagon, whereas a cart, you'd have to ride the horse and like drag it behind you.
Actually, I can make a wagon. It's only 35 gold.
Yeah, I think it'd be the exact duplicate of a non-magical item, such as a copy of a key possessed during the. What's the honor ball?
See what you've done.
I'm gonna have to do some research and see. I'll let you do it this time. With how much wagons cost, but I'm going to do some research and see if they've put any boundaries on that.
The boundary is it's literally anything under 100 gold, but I have to have money or some sort of metal equivalent. So if I had like 100 gold if I had 100 gold, I could turn the 100 gold into a card. Or 15 gold, I could turn the 15 gold into a card. I was wanting to take the plate mail and change that into something else.
Okay.
Can you change that into plate mail for me? Jeez.
No, I can't even make it into a breastplate.
I don't know why I keep you around.
Hey, once we get level 7, I'll be able to make everything.
Cards are 15 gold. Yeah, just 15 gold.
Then you don't have to give me all the other stuff. I mean, I will take the other stuff. If you want to give me some extra metal, I'm perfectly fine with that. But I was just wanting a cart or a wagon.
You can salvage off they're having a bonfire for all the dead orcs and orog. The heads are on sticks. They're burning the bodies. But there's a pile of loot, and they're more than happy to let you dig through and find pieces. You find a total of 100 pounds worth of metal of the steel.
Okay, and I'm going to convert what I can into a wagon for us to carry our stuff in, and so we don't have to just ride a horse.
Okay, so you have a wagon.
And I did not think of how I'm going to get back to the inn.
I assume you would walk.
I don't know how I'm going to get the wagon back to the inn.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Pull it like a horse.
Yeah.
It's got wheels and stuff.
You know what? Y'all do your thing. I'm going to see if I have a certain spell.
Third level bard spells are the worst fucking spells in the game.
Dude, you get hypnotic pattern. That's all you need.
Yeah,
I used that
I'm not
for
a
an
big
entire
fan.
campaign. That was the only spell I had for a campaign. All right, I'm going to make the cart wherever I made it and realize that I have no way of moving it. So I'm going to break the wheel and carry the broken part of the wheel with me.
Okay.
With the intent of mending it later.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Mending's a cantrip.
That's awesome. You can mend a wheel back into the whole cart.
Yeah, man, the wheel's just a wheel. That's fine. Mending will let you do. Well, that's no problem. What do you mean bard spell? Third level bard spells are bullshit. You have hypnotic pattern is like the most OP bullshit third level spell in the game.
I have a bunch of bullshit AoE spells that I'm never going to use.
So just wait till you get Otto's Irresistible Dance.
That just sounds amazing. I don't know what that is.
I
I don't even want to look it up because I want to be excited by it when it happens.
love the spells that have amazing names like that, especially the ones that are named after people. But instead of just like Fireball, it's like Mordenkainen's Magical Watchdog. Just sounds like a spell.
I love the name Mordenkainen. Like, I want to play that character. I want to play like, Mordenkainen.
Oh, that.
All right. So you guys are pretty much done for the night. You are all leveled up and regenerated and healthy and whole. And so it's morning time. You have a cart. You need horses. You are going to go speak with, I think, the paladin was going to go speak with a guard captain.
Oh, actually, I have a way of keeping watch. I have a familiar that I'm just going to have over there and not make it a part of the campaign until we go back to Roll20. But I'm gonna have the familiar watch.
Very good. The familiar will, nobody bothers your shit. You are, up high up above everyone else in this town. Nobody's gonna bother your shit. Everybody loves you.
So I was so worried about the adamantine that I have no idea what's going on. Well, at least what we have left to do in the town.
We have met everybody and ate, drank, and gotten quests from all of your NPCs who survived, and not my poor dead one.
He was smushed. He was smushed, but good.
To be fair, I only let him get hit once.
Well, yeah. Once. He's got hit for like 3 times everybody's HP.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys do?
So do we want to follow Zephyrus's strange advice and look for a mysterious traveling frost giant? Or do we want to head east towards these other cities?
Ryle in character would want to go to Citadel Felbar, but Tyler the player will ask you what you want to do.
Well,
I'm leaning towards east as well, because we have much clearer directions.
as
towards
cool
east.
as he was, his mind was a little bit addled. We have no idea where, when, or how we might find this Harshnag, or if he's even still around. So I feel like currently this, and Galders will pull out the Platinum Tribor badge and say that this is our best bet at getting more information on what exactly is going on. And making it to Everlund is only going to put us closer to other things along our path.
Yeah, and Veribar will agree with you, and as we start walking, be like, also, he was pretty friendly with those very angry cultist folks. I could imagine this frost giant killing us.
Now that you mention it, you have a point. Yeah, let's go east.
I must warn all of you, I've never been any farther east, so it'll be completely new ground for me.
Ranger skills to the rescue.
I can't imagine there's too many large venues for our friend here.
Well, that's the fun of it, right? He gets to make his own.
Citadel Felbar is a large dwarven stronghold. Silvery Moon is over in that area, which is a town of culture. It's like it's a strong elvish influence there. Lots of magic, lots of majesty.
Well, hell, that sounds fun.
As long as it's not the same kind of majesty as that first inn we tried to stay at. Where I basically told him to shove it.
I think that the number of towns we pass on the way to our destination is going to allow us to hear from the more sources, the amount of travelers and everyone that'll be passing through, both from the east and from the west. We should be able to get more information about things that are happening in the wide world instead of setting out for Bryn Shander and pushing through.
And plus, I've never been to Citadel Felbar or Silvery Moon.
And Caldrus is going to kind of shrug and say, and if nothing else, it's going to be warmer.
Veribar will say that he's never officially visited Silvery Moon.
And I cock an eyebrow.
And then he'll just play it off like something about complex nobility rules and won't say any more about that at this point.
Another shrug from the paladin.
I'm just gonna... Yeah. No comment, I guess.
Do the noble families of Silvery Moon have good relations with those from your home? You're from Waterdeep, right?
Yeah. So in Waterdeep, humans are obviously dominant, but Silvery Moon is more elvish, and since I'm an elvish member of a noble family, I feel like I would be well received, but I'm not sure.
I keep forgetting you're Elvish, and I need to like make notes about that because I'm still learning everyone's character races.
Ryle's a human, but he has some dealings with he's an initiate, and I'm not sure how to really say this, but he's a smith of Clan Rockseeker.
Okay, so he, like what, like adopted dwarf or something? Is that how dwarf culture works? Don't they like adopt people who have skills?
What race is Arafel?
Azamar.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And you just learned that.
I'm officially a dwarven smith, but I'm a human.
Clan blood
What?
runs deep.
So he's Captain Carrot from Discworld.
Sure.
Sweet.
Captain Carrot Iron Founderson.
Sweet
Well
reference.
done. Like, good. Someone else has read Discworld. Thank God.
There are dozens of us.
Right?
Watch one of the movies.
Actually, the going postal one wasn't bad. Actually, neither was Hawkfather. Hawkfather was actually probably the best. Anyways, what are you guys doing?
Arafil's just gonna settle down somewhere and tune his bandolier and say wherever you think is best.
Alright, what's our horse wagon situation? I kind of got lost in the cart versus wagon versus plate armor conversation because I haven't read much on Forge Clerics. So, do we have horses and or a cart?
We have a cart. We do not have horses.
Super useful.
Caldrus will...
You can buy horses. The horses will cost you half what they normally would.
What does a horse normally cost?
Hopefully less than 15 gold, because that's all I've got.
Hold on.
So Arafil's
pull-
actually. Oops, sorry.
I'll pull up the same thing I was just looking at. See, a camel is 50 gold.
They do not count.
I feel like horses are 50.
A draft horse
Yeah.
is 50 gold. A riding horse is 75 gold. So it costs you 25 or, we'll say 40.
Arafil is gonna.
I have 15 gold left, so.
Well, I had discussed with...
If you guys are, I'll tell you what, it's towards the end of the evening. If you go to Doratha and ask her for help, she will procure you some horses with no problem.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go with that. Geldrin had mentioned that people would likely be willing to front us the money, especially since we're air quotes guaranteed a share of the metal in the ground. And as a last resort, I would go, hey, Doratha, like, we're gonna set out on that quest you're sending us on, but I ain't walking.
She goes and prods people. It's not nothing fancy, but the horses are hale and healthy. And do you guys want just draft horses, or does somebody want riding horses?
I would take a draft horse just to pull the cart if we need one or two. I don't know how many we'd need.
You can have one or two. It's up to you.
Yeah, you would need a draft horse to pull the cart because otherwise it's going to be too heavy. Draft horses have a higher carrying capacity but less movement speed.
Yeah, that's what Ryle would take.
So, do you want to get one draft horse and 3 riding horses, or split it up 2 and 2, or how do you want to do that?
I would take the draft horse to carry to bring the cart.
Okay.
We'll
Verabrar would prefer a riding horse for scouting and such.
We'll at least get 3 riding horses and then 1 draft horse for the cart, and somebody can drive the cart. And if we want to give the horses a rest, or if somebody wants to ride in the cart, we can just do a lead tag along with whatever horse is not being ridden.
Perfect.
Ryle's gonna drive the cart.
Well, go ahead.
Well, you can ride the cart. You can drive the cart too.
I'll just ride in the cart and play music the whole time.
That's what I was expecting to happen.
Yeah.
But it won't hurt us to have that other horse just in case.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to take a third horses for backup. All right.
And once we have those things, I'm cool to set out. There's nothing I need to buy, and I don't have money to do that anyways.
I'm gonna take what's left of whatever iron I was able to salvage and throw it in the back of the cart in case I ever have a use for it.
I heard about
I've
this
ended-
Goliath that likes smithing plate mail.
There's
He's
rumors.
officially been outclassed.
Yeah, right.
No. That was like my
He was just
favorite minor story arc we had going, was getting down in the Earth Temple and him just going, well, there's an anvil. Bang, bang, bang. Come on, guy. We're trying to take a short rest here.
I needed that armor, man. I'm pretty sure it's like the only reason I survived to the end of that campaign. I got pretty close to dying, even with 100 hit points.
But I'm good to set out, Master Ken.
Oh yeah, I'm good to go as well.
Okay. Very good. You guys focus out at right about noon. You guys head out, heading east along the Evermore Way. It is 10 o'clock Pacific time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern time. This is around the time we usually end for the day. Do you wish to end here, or do you wish to continue on for a bit?
I am exhausted.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
I think it's
If
a
we could end
great
here, that would
story
be-
point to pause.
yeah,
as
just
well.
leaving the town, I can remember that, and I'm going to pass out.
Very good. You guys have left the town. You are heading off in your adventure throughout the Western world. We will pick it up next week.
Excellent.
Well, I had fun.
Looking forward to it.
Good, good job. Only having 1 death there. That is supposed to
Yeah,
be.
I
very
expected a lot
for
more
a
people to
fifth level.
die.
With that, for a 5th level party, that's supposed to be a difficult encounter, much less for a 4th level party. So well done.
I was getting worried when, particularly myself and the NPC were like triple whiffing, and especially once Calders went down. But I think we recovered pretty nicely.
Yeah,
If there was that one,
Verabrar is definitely
where you
looking
could
into
have
being.
fucked up.
What'd you say, Matt?
Verabrar is definitely looking into being a more ranged fighter than he originally anticipated being.
Yeah.
I think that happens to most folks.
It's because it's so hard to hide in melee range, which I could do it if we were fighting in the woods because of the
Unless you're
ability I have.
It's designed for like halflings because they can hide
Yeah.
behind a creature one size bigger.
Yeah, I mean, if we were fighting in the woods, I would totally pull out the old rapier because I can hide in like any type of brush or natural covering. But
Remember, you don't need to be hidden to get to get your sneak attack.
no, I know. I have rakish authority now, so any isolated enemy, I can get sneak attack damage on.
Well, it works out because I've got Warcaster, and booming blades, so very few things are going to get away from me and Caldress.
Nice. Yeah. So any any creature. Yeah, any target that doesn't have another creature within 5 feet of it, I can sneak attack automatically.
I think that's how the rogue that I'm playing is going to end up being. If it suits you and there's a group on a big target, sure, free sneak attack because my friends are there. But on the multiple enemy fights, let the melee guys fuck with whoever they're tangling with, and then you run around just murdering the guys, the casters and the other ranged people, because you can move around faster and stuff than the melee crowd. So you just one-shotting guys and then going, okay, well, let me go join everybody else.
Although next level I do get a super useful ability for being in melee range. I get Uncanny Dodge.
That's pretty nice.
And because of the weird, like, because I took the what type of rogue am I? God, the Swashbuckler rogue. Any person that I land a melee attack on can't make attacks of opportunity against me, so I can slip in and out of melee combat too.
Nice.
But you can also do that by taking the disengage action. So you can duck in, stab, and disengage even if it's a big mob of people.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
I could
hide.
also. Yeah, exactly. With fancy footwork, I can. Yeah, with fancy footwork, I can also hide, which is awesome.
You take 2 bonus actions.
Fancy footwork is automatic. It's during my turn. If I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature cannot make opportunity attacks against me.
Well, right. But I'm saying if you're going with versus 3 people, you still have disengage.
Oh yeah, no. If there were a large group, like all tucked together, then it would not be an option.
Right. Okay, very good. Well, I think we're good to go, guys, and I will talk to you all throughout the week and talk to you all next Thursday.
All right. Hey, Kim.
Fantastic.
Before we go, the Channel Divinity. How are you gonna look into that? Or
I will look into. I have plenty of time at work generally I spend a good half of my day intermittently browsing RD&D. So I'll just look it up on there and see what's up.
Okay, and also I would like to make us both plate mail, or me and Caldress plate mail. I don't know of a way to get a forge. I know at level 7 I can make everything with 4th level spell.
Okay.
We're gonna hit
but
towns along
There
the
are
way.
portable forges. You would have to buy that. Those are costly enough that you're not just going to get it for free.
Oh yeah.
But if you find enough loot and you find someone that has one for sale, absolutely.
Yeah, and are you gonna let me pick up, like, so, they're like those orcs. They have plate mail that's generally useless in normal campaign. And since I can actually do something with the extra metal lying around, are you gonna let us take that, or for just the sake of
I'll
balance, are you not going to?
I will roll to see what amount of it is salvageable. You won't be able to get all of it, but we'll do something for it.
Okay.
Since you have use of it, there's no reason why you can't find it. Now, most creatures you fight will not have plate mail.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
It would just be like, I'd like to take like the useless weapons or something, throw it in the back of the cart, or convert it into something small and carry it later.
Yeah.
Just so I can have some utility in making stuff for people.
Yeah, I have no problem with that at all.
And I would like you to look up how much a portable forge would cost, because that will be like the first thing I buy.
I will find that out. You'll have to find it. You're not going to find you probably wouldn't have had to find one for sale here in Tribor. I don't know where you had to go to find out. I'll figure out what's going on with that as well.
Oh, we have to go to the Dwarven City, the Citadel, Felbar.
Yep, they would definitely have it there for you.
Oh my god!
It's like, why do you think I was wanting to go there? They have all sorts of cool stuff there.
Portable forges are
like
insanely expensive.
I gotta see if I can find a hexed out map of this. Like, the map in here is amazingly detailed, but it's not hexed. I don't it's hard to tell. I want to have a hex map so I can be every hex you roll for random encounters and see what happens. If I don't have that in there, I'm gonna need to find some other way of doing it. But we'll figure it out. All right, very good.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys all upon the later.
Good night, gents.
All right. See y'all.
Have a good one.